joys of life and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. You know what it is? Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 112 of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. I'm your host, Loke7. Joining me today is the man that likes games more than anyone alive, Mr. Mad Likes Games.
He licks them too.
Our tech specialist with 12 decades in IT, Mr. Mental 9 We still don't know how his heart is pumping, but it is what it is. And the Nintendo goddess herself. All hail and praise be to Cozy motherfucking Beluga. Welcome in, everyone. This week, we have the apparent demise of Dr. Disrespect. Miyamoto may be stepping aside at Nintendo, and of course,
Miyamoto.
Xbox pivoting once more. Like the amount of pivots that Xbox has done. Dikembe Mutombo,
it's like Hakeem in the paint,
and Hakeem Olajuwon are very impressed. Very impressed. Well done, Xbox. Just pivoting. Anyways, before we hop on here, Cozy Beluga.
Yes.
Please tell me, Cozy, are you feeling rosy?
Absolutely.
Please tell us why.
You know this is the highlight of my my week. I had a good week. I'm only working 3 days the next 3 weeks.
Let's go.
Ooh, nice.
Let's go.
I know.
Paid.
Time for some gaming.
Yep.
Good stuff.
I saw you have 61 days on Starfield.
I haven't actually been playing it. I haven't been playing much of anything.
You have literally double what I have.
Rubbish.
And I thought I had a lot.
That's different. 6. That's easy. That's like if you've played dedicatedly. In fact, this is the first. I stopped playing like in early June for a bit because I got other things to do.
There's no need to make us feel bad, Cozy. All right. I have 61 hours. You have 61 days. What the hell?
It's easy if you like taking pictures and collecting rocks.
She out here showing
and
off.
I actually like the whole, thing. I just like going to the bounty board and doing bounties.
Getting bounties.
Yeah, I actually enjoy
That's
the
awesome.
gameplay loop of just getting bounties.
Yep.
And then slowly trudging back to the ship with all of my loot because I don't drop anything. That's why I have so much time.
So walking sims, no problem for you.
As long as there's bounties and people to kill.
Yeah, as long as there's people to kill.
Time for Hellboy.
Yeah, just give us people to kill. Yeah. So, Cozy, what you been playing this past week?
Nothing, for real.
All right, well.
You know what I want to play?
By next week, what?
Elden Ring.
Oh,
That's
I would watch you stream Elden Ring.
I can't play anything until I play Elden Ring. So basically, I haven't really been playing. I play like basically. In fact, I've so not been playing that I've been doing one session of Rotato, which is not playing. Like the first time I die, I'm like, okay, that's it. So I basically play like maybe 5 to 30 minutes a day of anything.
Did you buy the DLC?
For what?
Elden Ring.
No. If I get through the game, I have to get through the game. Lo got it for me.
After she gets the game, she'll get the DLC, no problem.
Yeah, I have to get through the game.
I hope you stream that. I hope you stream it.
Do you plan on streaming it, Cozy?
I will stream it.
Please.
I will stream
Let's go.
So you need to send us the link. Because we all have to hop on and shit on you every time you die.
This could be the greatest content the internet's ever seen.
Noob in the chat.
Maybe.
And then when you're lost, you're like, what should I do? Should I go left or right? Matt, when we know she should go right, we'll all tell her to go left.
You know what the funny thing is? You're talking to the wrong person. I've told you how I went the wrong way in Fallout and then beat Big Town, a bunch of super mutants with a baseball bat because that was the only weapon I had.
I'm going to tell her
you beat it.
As soon as she walks out of that castle, the first castle in Elden Ring, I'm just going to tell her to go right and keep going straight. And she's going to wind up right in K-Lead. And it's going to be
K-Lead
great.
is the best place to level up. It's the only way
it's
really
the best
to beat
place.
the game, right?
It's the best place to visit.
I think we can agree. My brother in Kojima, welcome in. Mr. Joanna Dark, Ray Chi, Vic, the motherfucking click. Beginner. Out here talking about doing some last-minute DM maintenance before starting the stream. What's DM? Do you mean defensive midfielder? I don't understand.
DM maintenance?
Also, yeah, what is DM maintenance? Anyone know what that is?
Maybe BM maintenance.
No? All right.
Roger, you are loud.
Family.
No one can hear that, can they?
Hear what?
No.
She was like right there, making really loud.
Mishay, welcome in. Sir X Man, let's go. Blah 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 blah. Dave Reezy, how you doing? And Mr. Oshus, appreciate you coming through, my man. Matt, what you been playing this past week?
Oh boy, Starfield. Last Starfield.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Shocking, Matt. I couldn't have foreseen that. I'm so surprised.
No. But I've also been playing Skate 3. One of the best skateboarding franchises, gaming franchises of all time. I think that's it, honestly. Really just Starfield and Skate. Keeping it simple. Keeping it very simple.
All right. Mental. Have you been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Yep.
Let's go.
I have.
And how's that going for you?
Love that game.
Not bad.
What platform? Sorry.
I'm playing on
what
PC.
You been playing it on?
PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that one of those games that you bought on the Epic sale?
No. I got it a little while back on sale with actually on Ubisoft. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was like $20 way back when, and I picked it up. It's been pretty good. It's the first Assassin's Creed game I've kind of been enjoying for quite some time, so it's not bad. I'm pretty happy with it.
It's my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
No one can hear you, Cozy.
I say that as someone who didn't. I played the first one, didn't bother with the second one, didn't bother all the way up until Odyssey after the first one.
So you didn't play the Ezio trilogy?
I own it. I own every Assassin's Creed game. I've played 1. I played a very small amount of 2. Didn't touch 3. Like stuff like Black Flag I want to play. I didn't play. Revelations, like all the things in between, I missed. Unity, all that stuff.
And you're about to tell me
played
that the
Odyssey.
new Assassin's Creed is awesome, aren't you?
I can't wait for the new Assassin's Creed because it's the team that made Odyssey.
Right.
Loke,
right.
why are you underdressed?
Why am
Right?
I underdressed?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't like
underdressed. This is
No,
this
you're
is one
not.
of my
casual.
favorite
No,
jerseys.
it's too casual.
It is.
It's too casual.
Next thing you
What?
know, you'll just be wearing a
There's-
T-shirt.
Or worse,
There's
a
a shirt.
beater
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
shirt
He's gonna
under
come
here.
in. He's gonna come in next week with a tank top.
with a dirty beater.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. Speaking of dress code, Cozy, what are you wearing? Did you
I'm
fly to
wearing-
Kenya
I'm
and buy you
wearing
one
It's a
like
shirt.
some proper African wear? That's
It's a shirt. Well,
I feel like I could-
technically,
it
this
feels
fabric
like I
did-
could come visit you without having to apply for a visa. That's very
well,
nice.
technically, there's a local like clothing designer. He literally designs his own clothes and makes them, and he makes them out of like wild material. But he also, some of the stuff he makes is just out of like print like this that he gets from like, you know, this guy from Kenya.
Nice.
So
Very nice. I like
yeah,
it.
I occasionally
I'm
have
still
a few
I'm still
articles
going
and
to
stuff.
send you guys yours. Like I've got a couple of these that I've bought that I'm going to send to you guys. So
Oh wow.
I did not forget. Summer, I think August. Yeah, August, September. You guys should be receiving yours. I have someone that's going to the States, so you guys need to dox yourself to me so I can send your addresses to everyone on the
I'll tell you
internet.
my
Be an
address right
American?
here, right now.
We're at
I'm going
least
to
high
post it
school.
for you.
Why do you need someone to go to the States when you're already in Texas?
Because
Ah.
the rest of
confused by
America
that.
set up like a blockade.
It's like a
because we don't want
separate
Texans
world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it pretty much is its
Gotcha.
own place.
Gotcha.
I think Loke has a border around his house. He's trying to call it the United Republic of Loke, but
Yeah.
Texas isn't going for it.
He's a sovereign citizen.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Okay, so the Guinness says I'm managing my DMs. Okay, direct messages. Okay, this is about the whole doctor disrespecting. We will get into that.
Oh,
Pause
boy.
no Diddy. Pause no Diddy. We will be getting into that. I thought Cozy was wearing Snake's enhancement suit to camouflage. Yeah, any reason to bring up Metal Gear?
It's nice.
Let's see the other arm. Oh,
Arms
that's very nice. That is very nice. It looks comfy as well. Is it?
Yep. It's there. I wear the other thing made by this guy. You see me wear the other thing that this guy made, but I'll show you.
You know what I'm thinking, guys? And I'm going to be honest here. Mental. I'm thinking instead of just sending you this material, I'll get like a hat made for you. And then you have to wear it live on stream and possibly get canceled
Hey.
as a white man
This is the other
wearing
one.
Canceled. For
Oh,
like
cultural appropriation.
so is
You can wear
that's the
this.
goal here now? I see.
pretty much. Oh,
I
that
see
is
what's going
nice.
on.
Yeah, he makes this too.
That looks like some
Man.
Swazi outfits. I've seen like traditional outfits like that in Swaziland. That's very
So
nice.
his style is total what we call like Afrofuturism, where he takes like, you know, African fabrics and puts like
Yeah.
a futuristic spin on like a lot of the way he designs them.
All right. So where's the futuristic there? Because everything you
This?
just showed me, I've seen here. So what's futuristic there?
Oh, not everything he does is that, but you should see when he does like he has like pants.
I want to see it.
I
wanna
don't
see
have
it.
any of that stuff because that stuff's a lot more expensive.
Pictures.
Pics.
Pictures. Then DM it to me, please. I want to see it. Deal?
Oh,
Deal,
you-
Cozy?
Excuse me. Yes.
Done. The Auditory are not dead. I'm still here. Me, Ezio Auditore. Let's go! The best Assassin's Creed protagonist ever. Ezio Auditore.
It's Cassandra,
And
sorry.
I'm glad. Sorry?
Continue. No, continue. You're fine.
Continue.
Fucking Cassandra, my ass. Anyways.
Not Cassandra, her ass, I'll tell you that.
Excuse me.
Luke
I was
just died.
I
Bless
was
you,
just
man.
sneezing.
Yeah.
I was just sneezing. Anyways, before we start, I want to rant about some basketball stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll
Ozzy,
just
Shin Zebo.
turn
Let's
the volume
go.
down and let you
Okay.
go then.
I'm gonna go make some ice cream.
Luke, are you
don't be like
okay?
that, Ozzy. Don't be like that. Come on. Be nice.
Hashtag be
Hold on,
nice.
hashtag be nice. Let me put this up on screen. So, one of my buddies, Nelson Gaming,
Mhm.
at Nelson Gaming 12, posted this, and wow. Essentially put up LeBron James's son with these
Yeah.
meager ass stats, right?
Yep.
Below average.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not even very good or kind of good, literally below average, right? And then some random ass dude that did not get drafted
He's on the Cavs.
doubled or tripled everything that Bronny did, and he didn't get drafted, and
That's
then
how it
the
works.
Cavs just picked him up for nothing.
Yep. I'll tell you what, Nelson Gaming's a smart
That's
guy.
how it
and I
works.
like
We
him.
already know people. We already know nepotism is a thing.
I also love who was it? It was like, I think Jeff Van Gundy or something. Somebody was like, I don't want to hear anybody call this nepotism. Nepotism happens all the time. It's like, well, that doesn't mean you can't call it nepotism.
Just
because
because something
nepotism
bad
happens all the time doesn't
Thank
mean it's
you.
not what it is.
Thank you.
I mean,
Yes.
so it's always that it's like always nepotism, but there's a difference between nepotism that opens doors and nepotism that you clearly got there just because of your
Bullshit.
name and you don't even have the
Bullshit.
talent to carry.
Cozy, there's no such thing as good nepotism.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
mean-
shit.
No, that's like life. Life is like your connections. It's all about connections.
Yes.
The difference
Yes.
Yeah.
there's very little difference between like I mean
But
there's
can we agree that it's shit though?
no. I mean like we've all gotten things because of who we know.
I'm not Cozy. Pay attention.
What?
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I am saying, can we agree that it happening is a bad thing?
I don't know. I think it's always a bad thing. Because I think then you'd say, well, you can't use connections, you can't use references, you can't use anything ever.
But Cozy, in sports, that's the thing. That's why
sports is a
your
bad
analogy
thing.
doesn't fit. That's why your analogy doesn't fit. Because in sports, it can get quantified. It's right here in front of us.
What I'm saying
It's
is
being broken
if
down.
he had the stats to back it up, it wouldn't be a problem.
It'll be nothing. It'll be cool.
No, that's what I'm saying. But he still probably could have been like better than this dude, right? The other guy. And if he was, like, good players lose out all the time, right? Great
Cozy,
players.
no one's ever been drafted with 4 points per game, 2.1 assists,
No, I'm not
2.8
disagreeing
rebounds,
with you.
and below 50%
No, I'm not
field
disagreeing
goal
with you.
percentage. That's never happened.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He-
I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is he could get that. He could still have gotten there only because of his name, only because of who his dad is, and had good
yeah.
stats. And then it wouldn't matter if it was nepotism. But the problem
Yes.
is it becomes a problem when you get there because of who you're related to, who you know, and you don't have the skill to back it up.
Yes. This guy
Yeah.
won't even be in the league in 10 years.
10?
Did
He won't make it 5 years into the league because his dad's going to retire in 3. And by
then
the
no one's
4th
gonna
year,
want him.
he'll be out. Exactly.
Did you see by chance the other basketball story that's been going around?
The one about JJ Redick?
No, about another draft pick selected in the second round. I think his name is Ron Filipowski.
No, I didn't. What
And
happened?
he should have gone first round. He had all the talent to go first round. Apparently, some teams were concerned because his family was telling people that he was groomed by his now. I guess they got married. She was like 28 when he was in high school, and
Yeah.
he was groomed by her, and she's found a way to basically remove him from that family, so like they have no
That's
connection
wild.
to him at all. And she kind of, according to them, this is their story, this is one side's story, she like brainwashed him into the Mormon church, and now he got drafted by Utah. He is now in Utah playing for the Jazz. And that doesn't, I mean, if those accusations are true, that doesn't sound great. That sounds bad. So I think his name was Ron Filipowski, but the Jazz drafted him last night in the second round.
That's wild.
And apparently the story is pretty wild. Yeah.
It sounds crazy.
Yes.
It does sound crazy. But in the spirit of crazy, let's move on to the next basketball craziness. JJ Redick, the guy that has never coached a day in his life, was confirmed as the coach for the Lakers for this coming season. And this lady at Halima said, and I quote, I've only been called the N-word to my face by a white man once in my life, and it was on the campus of Duke University while I was doing work with the basketball team. And today he was named the new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. What a world. Obviously, JJ has denied the allegations. Since we're moving mental and cozy to the side, Matt, thoughts?
Yeah. I saw this, and I think I even talked to Ham about it at one point. That's not good. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend that that's good. Like, obviously, that happening is bad. I just think it's weird that
Okay.
I mean, how long ago was he in college? How long was it's
Bro,
been like what?
We're talking 20 years.
It's been it's been well over a decade at this point.
Yes.
Since he was at Duke. So
yeah,
why is it just now? Why, especially considering he went on to have a great NBA career.
glittering.
Why not bring that up when he got drafted? Why not bring it up immediately after it happened, for that matter? He was a star player at Duke. Why not bring that up then? Why wait until 15 years later to be like, hey, the head coach of the Lakers called me the N-word when I was in college with him. It's like, why would you hold on to that and just drop it now?
You jumped over a whole lot of stuff there, dude. He didn't just sign a contract in the NBA. He signed several contracts.
Yes,
millionaire contracts. Went to the NBA conference finals several times with several teams with silence. This guy leaves the NBA, goes to sign a contract with ABC worth tens of millions of dollars to announce games. Silence. He signs another contract with LeBron freaking James to do a podcast with LeBron James on LeBron's channel, right? More tens of millions of dollars. Nothing. Only when he signs for the Lakers as the coach. Now we got to talk about this. I'm not saying I don't believe her.
Yeah,
it's very
definitely
fishy.
For all I know, that definitely could have happened. And again, if it happened, it's bad. But just like that's something people should know about before 15 years later. That's all I'm saying.
It's fishy. It's fishy. Also, I think it could have been okay, like if she was quiet for a long time, and then when like Me Too happened, and then she chucked it out there, it would have been like, okay, it's in the rhythm of things, you know. Maybe she couldn't talk back in the day because that wasn't like the mood in society to receive this.
Mm-hmm.
But Me Too happened and nothing. Also, now, okay, cool, cozy. I know you don't know anything about sports, but could you clue us in on why a woman would want to wait that long before saying something? Cozy?
What?
Nothing.
I don't know.
She's-
I think
No, she just doesn't want to clue us in as to why a woman would wait that long. That's why she started shaking her head
Yeah.
right away. No, I'm not going to clue you in.
I think it's like
Leave us poor
honestly,
guys.
the problem I have with people like this is not that is that they take their time about saying something, or I don't know. I feel like this should have been something to be like, heads up, everyone, just so you know. It doesn't have to be something even like spoken like super openly. Like, just so you know, that's how this person moves. Be careful.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
All right. So even Cozy can't come up with a reason of why you'd wait this long. All right, let's get into it. Shigeru Miyamoto, and this one is going to be directed straight to Cozy Beluga because she is our revered Nintendo goddess on TSWS Gaming. Nintendo's Miyamoto discusses passing the baton to even younger developers. So let's just get into the quotes here. Said, I appreciate my concern. Being the oldest among us now makes me feel a bit anxious, he said, when asked about his health and future intentions. However, I am comfortable working within the company. While I'm not completely disconnected from game development, I am no longer involved in the day-to-day work and leave it to the younger generation. The transition is going well. Transition. But even those I handed this over to are getting older. So I want to pass the baton to even younger people. I'm still closely involved with Pikmin Bloom, so I hope you will continue to support it. Cozy. Okay. Oh, no, there's more. Sorry, there's more. Speaking to The Guardian in an interview published earlier this year, Miyamoto discussed his plans for the future, stating, more so than retiring, I'm thinking about the day I fall over. In this day and age, you have to think about things in a 5-year time span. So I do think about who I can pass things on to in case something does happen. I'm really thankful that there's so much energy around things that I have worked on. These are things that have already gone out into the world. They've been cultivated by others. Other people have been raising them, helping them grow. So in that sense, I don't feel too much ownership over them anymore. Oh, mighty Cozy, please give us your take on the future of Nintendo without Shigeru Miyamoto.
I think the future's solid. I mean, it hasn't always been him, and I mean, he's not going to be around forever. So it makes sense that he starts talking about like, what's next. And the other thing about that is you have to remember a lot of the talent at Nintendo has been around for ages. And a lot of them they're people that, they worked on these games. He's not just someone who's like, I just do business things.
Yeah.
He has developed games. He's part of that. So, and he's old. So at some point it's going to have to come down to younger people.
Do you have faith in these younger people? What?
Depends on how young the younger people are.
All right. Bento, what are your thoughts on the future of Nintendo, possibly without Shigeru Miyamoto?
How old is this guy? Like he's talking like he's 90.
He's been, he's not necessarily that I don't know how old he is, but he's basically been around for decades.
At least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
All of us have been around for decades.
Yes,
so.
but he was an adult 2 or 3 decades ago.
Okay, so
I mean, you
what's
are
it, like
too, because
50?
you're old.
50?
But
Yeah, like
he's old.
I'm not
I don't know
walking
how old
around
he is.
talking about me like dropping dead anytime soon.
But I mean, he's definitely like probably got.
Like, is there health issues we don't know about with the
I mean,
guy?
there
Oh
could
Like,
gosh,
be. I
he's
mean,
not-
no one knew like
71.
what was going on with like.
Oh, okay. Well,
Miyamoto
that's
died.
a little different. Then he
Settle
doesn't look
down.
71. I'll
He's
give him that. And it's,
71.
okay.
Asian don't raisin.
Apparently,
Don't. Oh my
he
god.
looks pretty
Cozy,
good
what
to
the
me.
What?
I don't
hell?
know.
Don't
That's
freaking
not.
say
That's
it
you've
live.
never heard that.
You can't say that live.
Oh.
We have an ESG score to keep up. All right. What's
Is
wrong
Oh,
with
that-
great. I
you?
is
forgot
that
about
a
that.
violation?
No, we don't.
I heard the ESG
Yeah.
thing's
Yeah.
kind of losing steam, though, and it's going away. The funding's all drying
Bro,
up.
as soon as they
so-
stop paying our bills, we can go full metal. All right. For now,
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
I
As
still
long
need
as they're
my
paying the
electricity.
bills, keeping the lights on,
Alright.
etc.
there we go. There we go.
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't think that was. That's just like what they say.
I'm messing with you, Cozy.
It is.
Oh.
So mental. He's 71. Let's go.
Okay, so I mean that makes a little more sense to me then. Like looking at that picture, I didn't think he was 71. So I mean, I think that speaks volumes for the guy. But I'm sure Nintendo
Probably.
will be fine. One would think that he's been around and mentored long enough that people should know how to keep the whole thing running without him. Time will tell, of course, but I'm not a real Nintendo person, so I kind of
That's
don't
why I'm
care that
worried
much.
because
But
if Cozy is not like, steady, then I'm kind of panicking.
Yeah.
That's what's really messing with me.
yeah, I
Matt,
don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Miyamoto, is it over for Nintendo or will they be fine?
I don't know.
Fuck,
I
he
mean,
made Donkey Kong 1981? Shit.
I mean, he's
old.
nice.
yeah, he's old. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what people want. He's old. He wants to retire to do other shit. He's 71. I didn't know he was 71, but
Bro, 71?
but shit. Yeah, if I was 71, I wouldn't want to be working at Nintendo.
You're not doing it for the love of the game. This is not about money anymore.
Well, like, I just apparently he wants to do something else. As far as like the younger people taking over, I mean that's kind of the cycle of things. Older people will go, and younger people will take over. Just like younger people will take over when those younger people go. So it's
Yeah.
like it is what
The
it is.
circle of life.
Cozy, the comment that's up is for you.
Give me a moment.
Then one day you wake up and look for
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Our ESG score just went down 2 points.
Why?
That's what just
It's
happened right now.
it. Didn't. It didn't.
How much
No,
do they penalize you per point on what you get paid?
It also depends on what race you are. Like if me and Cozy were white and we're making fun of Asian people, like we'd get
that's not
dark.
making fun of
That's
Oh,
not
them.
yeah,
making
you'd
fun
be-
of
you'd be
Asian.
That's not
downright.
making fun of them. That is a legit
What?
saying.
That's a good thing.
Saying Asian don't what?
Don't
Don't
raisin. That's the
Oh my
saying.
God, Cozy.
I mean, would it be better if you said Asian do raisin? Would that be better?
No, that's just the saying. It's
No,
like saying
it'll be
it's
better
like
if you didn't.
if you never
bring
heard
up
the
the
saying
raisin.
black don't crack, Asian don't raisin.
No, I've never heard Asian don't
That's-
raisin. I've heard black don't
That's
crack.
the saying.
For the record, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I don't want to affect your ESG score.
Well, that's-
so
That's been a thing for a while.
I'm just
Oh my
not
God.
saying anything. I'm
They
Oh.
don't have. I guess they don't have
Oh.
Asian people in Texas.
innocent bystander. That's all I am.
Oshis, that's a good point. It says as long as Nintendo is based in Japan. You know what? I think that's a fair bet. I think we can all agree on that. If
Yeah.
we can keep it based in Japan, it'll be fine.
They're
It'll be fine.
propping up the large part of the Japanese console gaming market.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah. Just
They're
don't
keeping it off of life support.
just don't pull a PlayStation and decide Nintendo needs to move their head office to California. Don't do it. If
I
you're
mean,
going to move
different
it to the
companies.
States,
I think it worked
move it
out
to
well for
Texas.
PlayStation.
They should. I don't know.
Did it?
I think the
I don't
thing
know about
is, they were always a lot more global in the ways that Nintendo wasn't.
That's not what the sales indicate, Cozy.
I mean, the problem
Mhm.
now is they're just too big for their britches.
They seem to think highly of themselves. If that's what you're getting at.
I mean, they do, but you want to think highly of yourself and think you're the best.
They
You
just
don't
picked
want
the
to
wrong-
sell. You have to sell confidence
That's
and belief
true.
in your
Yeah, but
product.
Nintendo
I feel like they
Nintendo
picked
doesn't
the
sell
wrong
confidence.
generation
They
for
just sell video games.
that. Oh, I thought we were talking
Nintendo,
about
no,
PlayStation.
Nintendo sells confidence because Nintendo does a thing, and that's what they do, and that's what you get. Yeah, people complain about, I want Nintendo to do this thing, and I want Nintendo to do that thing. They do none of that. You get what you get, and either you
And
like it
still
or you
buy
don't.
the Nintendo.
And you still buy it. I thought we were talking about PlayStation. I was gonna say something, but if we're not talking about
with
PlayStation, then
PlayStation,
yeah,
it's not like that.
Yeah, it's not.
No. Ushers, if they move to America and they still want to make money, they should move to Texas.
Deep
Well,
in
their
the
biggest
heart
fan
of
is in Texas.
No, the tax cuts, dude. There's no taxes in Texas.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. I mean, you would know.
In the,
So-
in the
Oh my
Republic
god,
of Blow.
dude. It's not even
Just
because
kidding,
of that.
man.
I
I'm
only
just
know this because of James Harden and the players that play in Texas in the NBA.
I only know
It's
this
not
because
even
of
because I live
first-hand
there.
experience.
Because I live
Uh,
deep in the heart of Texas.
Oh, the Guinea, yeah, that was rough. Moving to going to London and then shutting down the office. Yeah, that would be terrible.
They do.
PlayStation wishes. Oh yeah.
That's what I say
If
all the
PlayStation-
time. That they
Yeah.
have Nintendo hubris, but not Nintendo execution.
Results. They don't have the results. If
You know why?
If PlayStation could have the numbers that Nintendo does, yo, that would be
I say
awesome.
it 1,000
That would be
times, and I'll say it again. Nintendo is a game-centric company.
You go there just for games.
They know what they're doing because they craft their games based on a gameplay. And you can distill all their elements of their games down to. Oh God! No!
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Sony's Mario game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And you know they would want to explore his what's it? His male fragility and his toxic
and
masculinity.
Peach would be his ex-wife, and he would try.
Yeah.
And it would be like about the drama.
And she'd be like,
Oh,
fuck you,
my.
I don't need no man. What I need is a dinosaur. Vic with a member chat. Thank you so much. Vic's been a member for 8 months. Says Nintendo will be okay. Keep making the same game. Yeah.
They don't. They put the same game on the same skin on all their games. That's mostly what they do. They have a lot of
Explain that,
variety in their
please.
games. What?
The same skin
Yes.
on a lot of their games. Explain. I
Think
don't
about
understand.
it. There are a bajillion Mario games, but you can
Okay.
pick out like probably at least five different genres within each of those Mario games. Mario RPG is nothing like Super Mario World. Is nothing like Mario Odyssey.
Okay. It's just a different skin. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's the same skin with different.
They sell you the characters, but I mean, and that's like think about like how Super Smash Bros. Popularized an entire genre of game.
What the hell? The Guinness says 10 out of 10 would play Mario Depression Rampage. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Osh's just paid to be a TSWS member. Welcome to the family.
Could you imagine what
Oshis.
they do
Really
with something like
appreciate
Kirby?
Kirby and oh no, that would not be fun. Actually, it might be fun for someone with pink hair
They would take
pronouns
out
and all
every
that,
bit of
that
cuteness
good
and
stuff.
happiness that the game has.
Yeah, all that good stuff. All right, so
Get
that's
off my
Miyamoto.
keyboard! Sorry.
That's Miyamoto possibly leaving very soon. The man is 71 years old, guys. Come on. Like, let
I
him
think he
rest,
deserves it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done his part, man. Sony can keep their sad dad simulator. What about sad mom simulators? You know, women are equal, if not better than men. All right, they can be as sad as dads.
I know, but
Huh?
no one wants to see a single mom.
I
That's
mean, not
realistic.
Cozy, stop
not a-
being sexist.
Oh.
Stop being
not
sexist.
according to
Everyone wants to
Sony,
see a single
apparently.
mom.
That's
What?
too realistic.
So not according to Sony, apparently.
Oh shit, Cozy! God damn. Yo, Cozy, you keep knocking down our ESG score. You need to stop.
Sorry.
That's too realistic. Yo. All right. Let's move on before we lose another few points to Cozy Beluga's tirades.
That wasn't a tirade.
Next
That
we
was
have, yeah, you don't need much, just 2 or 3 words, just nuke the whole chat. Anyways, patent reveals what Xbox's game streaming device might have looked like. So this is Keystone. So it would have let players stream games to TVs or monitors without the need for a console. So the headline says it all. Instead of this, what we're getting is the Fire Stick. Where is it? The Fire TV. All right, here we go. So keep this in mind, guys. Keep this big thing here in mind. Instead of that, what we're getting is, let me pull it up. Blam. Amazon's new Fire TV devices are getting an Xbox Cloud gaming app. So Microsoft's teaming up with Amazon to bring the Xbox app to select Fire TV devices. This will allow owners to stream games on the Xbox app via Xbox Cloud Gaming. In a post on Xbox.com, Microsoft revealed that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Tier subscribers in over 25 countries. Who wants to guess? Who wants to bet that Mozambique is not one of these 25 countries? Anyways, can play games on the Xbox app on select Fire TV devices. More specifically, the Xbox app will be available in 2 Fire TV devices, the 2023 models of the Fire TV Stick 4K Max and the Fire TV Stick 4K. To access the app, players must install and launch the Xbox app on the applicable Fire TV device, log into the account, or subscribe to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and connect a Bluetooth wireless controller. Mental, your in-house tech thoughts?
My first thought is, why was the Xbox thing so big in comparison? Not sure what they were trying to do with that. If I remember right, the rumors had them looking at something that, in an effort to reduce latency, it did some of the calculations and whatnot on the local device itself, rather than relying on the data center for everything, if I'm remembering correctly. So that might explain it, I guess. But I think this in general, I mean, it's just another way to get into the games. If you got a decent internet connection and your Wi-Fi is good and stable, which, you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's just another option. So it's a good thing. I don't see any reason why. I mean, if you look at this, all you need is a controller in this. What are they, 49, I think, or $50 US for the lowest cost one, and, you know, another $60 for a controller, and away you go. So
it seems a bit depressing that we're only getting the, well, not we, you guys are only getting the option to play Game Pass Ultimate, not to play your own games.
well,
Would there be a technical reason for that?
Eventually, isn't the rumor that, I mean, didn't they actually come out and say that they're working on your games that you purchased?
They did, and then Sony released that feature first, if I'm not mistaken. And they had never said anything about it, right? I mean, when they say that, Matt, it's been years.
I'm not sure. Honestly. I would think that's still happening though. It would seem dumb to just not do that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been ages since that was mentioned.
But now it's just a rumor. Let's discuss. Well, in this rumor that you're talking about, Matt, I've never heard it. I'm just being honest. I've never heard it. So it needs more like people talking about it to be relevant, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm concerned that it's just Game Pass. Like, I understand that you're really into Game Pass. This might be a bit much, no?
It's for the parents that have, kids that want to get into gaming and they don't have the budget to go out and buy the console and everything, and then pay for the subscription on top of that. It's the cheap way to get into a gaming subscription, I think. I mean, that's ultimately where they want everybody. Everything's a subscription these days, right? Like, I don't I avoid them as much as I can. This is that type of model. When it comes to just software and junk like that, I'll always opt for the perpetual license. Yeah, and I can see, dude. I just thought about it right now. Can you imagine? Because Xbox Xbox have the DNA, the Microsoft DNA of trying to partner up with everyone. I could see them easily trying to partner up with Netflix and putting Game Pass on Netflix. Yeah. Well, hey, my first, you're not wrong. My first thought with this was, okay, so does that mean Amazon Luna is going to become an app on Xbox that you can launch and play Amazon games, right?
That'd be sweet.
New World. Ooh. That was my first thought. That's what a partnership is you're working together to bring your stuff. Yeah. That's a partner. So, that was my first thought. I tweeted that in response to Sarah Bond's thing yesterday when I saw this, but when's Luna coming? I think it makes sense. I got a lot of games on Luna just because of Amazon Prime, right? And being on Twitch, you get these games all the time. Keep giving you games, so I got a lot of games there. Yeah. Regina, please send me this link. Send me the link to what you just posted right now. That Phil Spencer said we'll be able to stream all the games we own, not just Game Pass through the service. Because if that's real, geez, okay.
Because I thought I saw Jazz report on that not very long ago.
Exactly, Curry.
Someone send me that link, please.
I could be wrong, but I swear I saw it earlier this year.
I think it's a game changer, but again, I have to be a little bitch about it. Why is it 25 countries? Are these the only places where people play video games? Oh my God, Osha says South Africa is not on the list. So he checked and South Africa is not on the list. That's wild. You won't even put South Africa on the list. What's wrong with you, Xbox? Cozy, what are your thoughts on the Amazon Fire TV device?
I think honestly, it's the future. I've been saying this for ages.
Mo, welcome in.
The future is freedom from being physically tied to a platform. As long as those, and I'm all for it, as long as the options to be able to play locally are still there.
Yeah. You gotta wonder if Google's maybe looking back at their decision to just quit, and maybe they're feeling a little dumb right now, seeing how Microsoft's giving all their games to everybody and doing this type of partnership stuff.
Google's problem is that's how Google always operated.
Yeah.
Google's problem is they operate like how a lot of startups operate fast, fast projects, fast toss them out once they don't. Every couple of years, it doesn't pan out, just toss it, and they do that. They've historically just always done that. So, and the people that would have bought into it eventually, had they held out, were people like me. But people like me also were like, it's Google. This is what they do. They come up with a project, they execute it, people love it, they don't give it a significant time to grow, and then they throw it away.
Yeah, it's like they thought magically they were suddenly just going to get like millions of subscribers to Stadia, you know, when they really had very few games available. What was it, like a library of 50 or something?
Full price?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Seems pretty bizarre, but you got to wonder if they're kicking themselves a bit for packing it in so early, being such a bunch of morons and short-sighted. But whatever.
Ham says it's a cheap way to play Call of Duty, as long as you're not worried about latency.
Latency's gonna get
You know
better.
people play Call of Duty mobile?
I also feel like anybody who's playing Call of Duty over via stream,
Don't you have to download it?
Doesn't care.
They don't care. They don't care about the latency. They don't care.
Oh.
You know, honestly, let's be honest. For most people, latency doesn't matter. They're just trying to unwind after a hard day of work.
And then I'm just imagining myself having a hard day of work, sitting on the couch, and then throwing my controller at my TV because of the latency. Like, wouldn't work for me, but you know, you're right. I don't.
When's the last time you even CODed? Do you even know how to COD? Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Say exactly.
Multiplayer has been a while. I don't play COD multiplayer much, but
you're not a serious COD player.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
That's true.
Got
Matt,
me there.
Thoughts on the Fire TV device?
It's cool. I mean, yeah, you know, if you got a Fire TV device, it's cool. I mean, I have a Samsung TV, and I think they have the Xbox app on that. I've never used it, but it's there, and that's cool if I ever wanted to use it. But I mean, it's not for me.
July when? For a live date?
I'd be interested.
Live in July, right? Like next month? July 15th or something? I can't remember.
Oh,
anyway, when does it go live? July something. Will be available.
It's not the first time Microsoft has teamed up. The news expanding new app. Oh my god, they didn't say anything in the article.
Hit F3 and hit July. Type in July.
Yeah, I saw it in an article somewhere. I think it's July sometime. But anyway, I think Amazon Prime days are coming up.
There's nothing
about Prime days.
I'll get a Fire Stick and try this, and I can tell you firsthand if it's trash or not.
So the reason why I'm kind of interested is because, like, for example, this coming week I'm actually traveling for work. I'm going to be out until next week Saturday.
Like outside of Texas.
So,
is that what you mean?
He's going to Illinois.
I'm traveling from Maputo to. Actually, for security reasons, I cannot say where I'm going.
Yeah, that's probably.
He's going to St. Louis. He's going to St. Louis, Missouri.
Point is, I cannot take my consoles with me, although I will take my gaming laptop. So that's pretty nice. Speaking of gaming laptops, Matt,
take your Steam
turns
Deck.
out I cannot play Cyberpunk 60 FPS on high settings. I actually can only play 30 FPS.
Oh, look at you! You got a gaming laptop, and you expected better.
Yeah.
I was kind of because when you said 60 FPS high settings, my initial thought was no. Was no, but you said it, and I was like, okay, whatever. He said it. So 30 FPS, yeah, that's more.
It's 30.
That's more feasible.
Yeah, and it's not like ultra high settings or whatever. It's just high.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's all right. Anyways, I was saying about the Fire Stick thing. I'm interested because, for example, if I had one, if it worked in Mozambique, hello Xbox. If it worked in Mozambique, I'd just take a little dongle to just stick into the hotel TV and just play the console. I just need to take one of these, right? Just need to take one of these, and I'm good to go.
Yep.
So I think it would be an interesting thing to have available in other regions, not just the United States and a couple of Western countries. You know, there's other countries on the planet. Xbox, all right. Use frame generation. What is frame? You know what? I'll Google that and
I
leave
don't
that
think he
for
can
my.
do that.
DLSS.
I don't think you can do that on because you have an AMD APU. Unless is FSR 3 on there?
I don't know, Matt. What I'm going to do is I have it Googled, right? Frame generation, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to just research after the show
Go for it.
and see what happens. Yeah. VPN log. Vic, I actually spoke to someone, one of my colleagues, and I explained to him how VPN is adjacent to pirating, and it blew his fucking mind.
What's your
But
point?
yeah, either way, you're frauding. Either way, you're frauding.
No.
And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of frauding because there's people that are paying attention to these numbers. There's people that are paying attention to these numbers. I'm not gonna sit here and say I
VPN
live
would be
in the US when I'm not.
bad for like a Fire Stick solution, though. Like you're just increasing
please
your
explain.
latency. Well, if you're VPN to the US, even though you're in Texas, like what if you end up on the West Coast or East Coast where you're VPN'd in, right? It's just added latency. No, and seriously, like from Africa to the US, you're adding like 200 milliseconds of latency. It'd be horrible. At least that.
Yeah, so it's not worth it.
It would be
Mike
unplayable.
Jansen, welcome in.
Fine for Netflix or something like that. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, not so fine for Call of Duty.
Yeah. Massively broken.
All right, so moving on, we have to now touch on an unpleasant subject. Y'all weren't on here on Tuesday. I want to get Cozy's take on this one first. Cozy,
Yes.
YouTube
this guy?
demonetizes Dr. Disrespect's channel following Twitch ban accusations, and also his confession. Essentially, that was a confession.
Yeah, these
was
aren't
like some
accusations
Usher
anymore.
Confessions
do?
Part 2. What he do? He was having saucy talk with an underage individual.
That he knew was
Oof.
underage.
Oof.
That he acknowledged was underage.
Oof.
And he
Oof.
did it multiple times anyway.
Oof.
Yeah, like
They were supposed to meet up,
How
but
hard
not for
is
you.
it
I'll
not
say
to?
my opinion.
I remember one time when I was when I worked at the library, there would be like, you know, these high school kids that also work there, and I was kind of fun and goofy, and they'd always be like, I want to be your friend, I want to hang out with you, and I was like, you guys are kids, I can't hang out with you. And I wasn't even that much older than them. I was like 23. And
How old were they?
they were like 16, 17, 18, but they were still in high school. So I was like, I'm not hanging out with high school.
18's fine, but below that, no.
I mean, to be fair, in like the U.S. school system, you could be in high school until you're 22. I know
What?
people. Yes, you can be in high school until you're 22.
Yeah, you can.
Not
a good look, but
Yeah,
you
let's
can.
quickly sidestep that one. Continue.
No,
with the story,
it's
Cozy.
it's usually for reasons like, for example, I know people who they didn't have the most stable home life, so they would miss too much school and just have to spend time in the same grade, or move too many school districts, stuff like that. You end up, yeah. But anyway, so it's not that unusual because there's one guy that I did hang out with, and because he was one of those people that graduated later. But I would always be like, nah, come back after you've graduated high school. And some of them did. They'd be like, hey, I graduated high school. You want to hang out now? And I'd be like, okay.
Let's talk. Man.
And it wasn't even,
really meant it.
and it wasn't even anything saucy. It was just like hanging out, like regular hanging out. Like,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with really wanting to be friends with someone, you know.
But all that, but I mean, I don't know anything about him, but
that's sad.
I assume a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of reach. It's like, do you, all that? Don't throw that away. Do other things.
Yeah, you would think, especially considering he has a wife and a kid. But
So, from what I
Mental, go
heard,
ahead.
this is like really old news. Like 2017 is when this happened, apparently.
mhm.
And, you know, I think that's when he had his affair too, right around the
Yep.
same time, apparently.
Yep.
So, you know, probably a case of feeling a little bit like Superman, but invincible. He's riding high, thinking, you know, no big deal. No excuses, right? I mean, there's some plausible deniability from his end because, in terms of service with Twitch, you have to be 18 to use whispers. Obviously, you know, you could use that as an excuse, but the second you found out that person was a minor, conversations have to end immediately. Because at that point, now you're guilty, right? Now you know.
Yeah.
Who knows, right? I don't think we'll ever see logs or anything. As far as I know, nothing's been actually officially shown, but he more or less admitted that there was conversations that took place with a minor that were inappropriate. So that implies that he knew the person was a minor. Because why wouldn't you come out and say, I had no idea the person was a minor, but when I found out, I cut it off? In that
Yep.
case, the guy has a chance to kind of recover a bit, right? But the fact he never said that, I don't know. It's kind of
It's
mind
very
blowing.
sus. It's
Yeah.
very sus. And everyone,
is.
everyone, it comes to this conclusion of, oh, he felt like he was invincible. For me, it's like, okay, you feel you're invincible. The first move is to go for an underage person.
Yeah,
Really?
that's a problem inside of you. Whether you're invincible or not,
So
that's a problem.
What?
yeah,
Mental,
no,
you wanted to
it's
say something? Go ahead.
I was gonna say something, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
it's
I just think it's wild. I just think it's wild that the first
It-
thing you do when you think you have real power is children. That's kind of weird. That's very
Yeah.
weird.
It's
Anyway.
yeah, it's definitely kind of weird.
yeah.
Anyways,
I mean,
as far as YouTube demonetizing him is concerned, I think it's well deserved. I'm not going to bring up his essential confession because that's what it was. I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed.
I don't know what he was
And me
thinking
and
with
Matt-
that statement. Like, keep your mouth shut. You know, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, this whole thing is very bizarre to me. But you know, whatever, it's out there now. You can't take it back.
Incredibly
Internet doesn't
bizarre.
forget.
Considering
Damn,
the
the
fact,
Ginna brings up some receipts. R. Kelly, Drake, Dr. Disrespect. Such a level of success, and they start messaging kids. Like, what's that about? Anyways.
I think it's weird considering the fact right before, like, once the rumors and allegations started coming out, which was like last Friday, on Monday, I think during his stream, he was like, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, just go on vacation with the family or whatever. And then
Yeah.
this comes out, like it comes out. Not only does it's not this coming out, it's him acknowledging it. It's him being like, okay, instead of just keeping silent, I'm gonna say every single thing. And then in that exact tweet, he ends it with, I'm not going fucking nowhere. And it's like, you better go somewhere. Like, I don't know what possessed you to just straight up confess to all of that and then be like, well, guess what? I ain't going fucking nowhere. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You definitely
Yeah.
are. Like, you're not going to YouTube. They've cut that off. I mean, you are Twitch, that bridge is burned. That's done. Like,
Kick will have him.
Kick,
Kick.
yeah, maybe Kick might have him. Maybe kick.
No, they already
Right.
said they won't kick him off. They already
Well,
said.
they
Kick
there
won't
you
kick?
go. There you go, Doc.
What?
If
That's
ever-
inappropriate. Of all the places to kick it.
I
should
mean,
be
hey,
To what?
Kick should
all
be
the places
kicking.
to kick.
yep. As long as the creeps got a safe space. fucking weirdo.
All right, let's
right.
let's have us let's
how
have us
much
a laugh.
underage was the underage?
Well, that's what
good
we
question.
don't know.
There was
17
again.
and
I
8
don't
months?
think that matters. No, we're not about to do this, Cozy. Underage is underage. Don't even think about it.
Let me
Alright.
ask you this, since you're all Americans.
Yeah.
No comment.
Get outta here, man. This guy. What am I,
Is the
chopped
age
liver?
limit the same in every state?
No,
No.
it's not. But there was a
I was just
rumor. I
curious.
thought that, and granted, it's all rumor and hearsay, but I thought there was something that was like, she at the time she was 14. When he got the Twitch ban, she was 18, and but again, that's not confirmed or anything. It's all
Yeah,
just
like I know there's
hearsay.
different age limits in Canada depending which province you're in and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
I don't want to
Well,
talk about what happens to underage girls in
Underage
Mozambique.
is just looking at the comment.
Finish your
Underage is
point, Mental, so we
underage,
can-
but what?
Yeah.
What's underage
No,
in
go ahead,
one
go ahead.
state might not be underage in another state or province or whatever, depending where you live, right? So it's kind of weird. It would be nice if that was just standard.
So there's underage.
but-
There's also the more complicated because as most of those are modernly applied, those are applied to your age group typically.
Yeah, like where I used to live, the age was 14. They recently, like when I say recently, it's like 15 or whatever years ago, they they moved that up to 16 as the legal age. But that's still 2 years younger than 18, which I know there's other parts of the country that are 18. So, it's kind of weird. I wish it was just like 18 makes sense to me. But anyway, the guy, he is what he is, I guess. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Like what the
Pixel out
thrill is
here
with that.
lurking. Welcome in, Pixel Bit. Do we finally touch on a hotspot for you? All right, let's
Pixel Bit
let's have
G
us
says
laugh.
it's
Yeah.
14.
Let's have
Most
us laugh real
states,
quick.
most states though, I would say have like it's sort of like the restriction is more to do with like your age bracket.
What you
Like
mean?
a
age
14,
bracket?
like even ones that are like 14, it's like a 14-year-old with like even an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old or 16-year-old is kind of like but then once you move out of that age bracket, like how do you even meet them? Why are you even talking to them?
Yeah, I think it's different when they're both underage. I think that's different. Vic, thank you so much for the super chat. Says we are Americans. WYM. Well, Canada has Drake. What does WYM mean?
What do you mean?
Okay. Since we're okay. So mental.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
one was for you, bro.
Yeah,
That one was for you. Like for that, like for
their
this
national
instance, right?
mascot.
I'm waving my Texas flag very hard right
That's
now.
their
All this
national
shade is all
mascot
for
is
you,
Drake.
brother. Yeah, it's all for you, brother. In South Africa, the age is 16. It's still sus if you're gravitating towards and Oshus, and that's the whole point. In Mozambique, fuck, I don't want to touch on it, but the point is in Mozambique, it's more or less the same situation as in SA. But Oshus, even in SA, people look at you funny. No one does it. Most guys, if a woman is under 21, bro, if she's under 21, dudes are like,
so that's what I'm saying basically. That's what I'm saying basically.
It's legal,
sort of
but
like,
it's like no.
The implication is that they're in the same little age group. that that they're in the same age group. That
Mhm.
they're in
Yeah.
the same place in that age, they're similar space in that age group. And
Well-
if you're outside of that age group, it's like that is weird. Like I have only a handful of friends that are even under 25.
Yeah.
Like, you know, once I hit my
The
upper
thing
20s, I
is-
started like being like, yeah, I don't even hang out with people that young for real.
You don't have anything in common anymore, right? Like,
Well, exactly.
things change so dramatically
Yeah.
from
Every
your middle teens to the time you turn 20, from your 20 to 25. Like, there's stages in life. Eventually that starts to go away. Like,
Yeah.
once you're up in your mid 30s, 40, it doesn't matter so much anymore. It's all kind of the same at that point. But those
Yeah, and
early
every
developmental
friend-
years, especially up to 25.
Yeah, every friend I can
Like-
think of that I still have that's under 25 is someone who has a lot more
Exactly.
responsibility in
So
life
bad.
and doesn't have much in common with people their own age.
What the hell,
Dude.
Pixel?
I feel like uncomfortable looking at a woman that's like under 24.
Aren't you
I
like
feel,
10?
I feel uncomfortable with just that.
Matt, you look
Aren't
like
you
you're
like
19,
10 and
though.
just bald?
No, I
You look
don't.
19, Matt.
No, I don't. I'm 30
It's
years old.
It's that soft focus filter he's
Bullshit,
got
Matt.
on his. On
Yeah,
his,
if
You're
I
probably
threw
not-
on a,
30?
You're not 25.
You're not 30.
Bullshit.
I'm 30 years
Bullshit,
old. If
you're
I
not
threw
30.
on a
Get the fuck
4K
outta here.
camera, if I threw on a 4K camera and brought my face close to, you would know that I'm 30 years old.
That's
I'm
some
30
bullshit.
years old. I'm very
A
much 30.
minor.
But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't even really look at a woman under 24. I just no interest. Don't have interest.
Yeah, it's something very
If
weird.
you're
there.
30
It's something... Anyways, let's have us a laugh. Let's have us a laugh. This is at Ricky Berwick saying
Ricky, let's
exposing
go.
Dr. Disrespect.
Hey, this
Here
is
we go.
Alex from Predator Hunters. We've been talking to a physician for a couple weeks online, and we've arranged to meet up with him here. Come on over here. We'll go find him. Hey, excuse
Oh no,
me.
is it Ricky?
are you here
Let's
to meet
go.
a minor?
Well, it's actually individual minor.
So a minor.
Individual.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Alex.
He's
from
nailed
Predator Hunters.
Doc.
We've been talking to a physician for a couple weeks online, and we've arranged to
Got
meet
the
up with him.
glasses and
Come on over here. We'll go find
everything.
him.
Oh, Ricky Berwick. Ladies
He
and
sounds
gentlemen.
just like him. He sounds just like him.
Wow.
Yeah. We're finding out that in Europe it's a bit wild. There's some countries with 14, some 16. Vic says in some religions age doesn't matter. I know which religion specifically you're talking about, Rick.
And that's
And-
nutty.
And I appreciate you, Vic, for not bringing up a specific religion, because then we'd lose more ESG points. So thank you. Really appreciate you. Ham says the answer is 21 or above, just like most clubs in the US. But yeah, I'm with Matt. It's not just 21 or above. It's also, I don't know, man. It needs to be reasonable. Like, God
Yeah.
forbid I ever get divorced. You would never find me with a woman that's more than like fucking 5 years younger than me.
Oh, I thought you were
More
saying you're
than
5
that,
years old. I was about to be like, sir.
I'm good.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Oh my
I,
God,
I,
Cozy, what's
yeah, I
wrong
agree
with
with that. Like, I just,
The,
I can't be bothered.
the bare
Can't be bothered.
minimum, half your age plus 7.
Half your age plus 7.
Plus
So
7
I'm
years.
33. Half my age.
So it's 30.
That's the bare
Yeah.
minimum. Like,
No. Mm-mm.
that's my
Need to
point,
add-
though. Like, you're
need to add a
thinking
few
about
more
it the right
years
way.
in.
That's the kind of the bare minimum to think like, okay, maybe that's okay. That's
Mhm.
right on the line.
Yeah.
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 I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that to me is like that's
Yeah, for
you
sure.
go much more than that, and I'm like, holy crap, what are you doing, man?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, do you want to talk to
exactly.
someone?
Well,
You
it
know?
gets to a point, like I said, like what do you even have in common, right? Like,
But
how do
in
you
the
have a
whole thing about what you
conversation?
have in common, I think the whole point is, what are you looking for in the relationship? Because this business of what you have in common is for people that want to sit there and have a back and forth with someone.
Well, yeah,
There's people that are
maybe it's
perfectly
not about
comfortable
that.
being in a relationship with someone that they share nothing in common with, as long as they're nice to look at. You know what I mean? But when they open their mouths, every cell in your brain is like, God, make her shut up or make him shut up. You know? There's people that are
Yeah.
okay with that.
No.
For the rest of us that are well adjusted, it's like, no, I could never find myself in that situation. But anyways, next we have our friend, well, not our friend, but Cozy's friend,
I think she
Gothics
might.
TV. She has some interesting takes on how we should disseminate the Dr. Disrespect situation. Prepare your ears.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say about this entire situation, because a couple of days ago, I tweeted out that I just find it interesting that people make all of these accusations about someone that they don't like. And that's very common with cancel culture. You don't like someone, you don't like what they have to say, you make accusations, and you don't provide any proof. Well, apparently, according to this message that you're looking at that I'm retweeting, Dr. Disrespect admitted that he was speaking to a minor in his DMs. Okay. Thank you for admitting that, Dr. Disrespect. Now, here's what I'm going to say, because I am just so intrigued by all of the outrage revolving around this particular incident. First of all, this was how many years ago?
What?
It doesn't negate what he did.
Okay, she needs to shut up.
What the fuck?
She needs to shut up.
Well,
That's
I think she
insane.
followed that up with, "It doesn't negate what he did."
But
Did
Oh,
she?
I hope
why did she
so.
say the
God
first
damn.
part?
So why bring it up? Why
Yeah,
bring
why
it
even
up?
say that?
Well,
I-
fair enough.
uh,
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You don't
What are we
say
doing?
like, yeah, I don't know where's she going? Where's she going with this?
She's not cooking, I'll tell you that.
She's cooking with the stove off, the gas off,
I'm losing
on the
losing
floor,
inches of my hairline.
on the
I'm losing
packaging.
inches of my hairline listening to this. That's what's happening right now.
That food is rotten.
Yeah,
Rotten,
just
nasty
watch
food.
it sit on the
Minor,
floor and hope.
No.
All right, let's see if she cooks eventually.
She won't.
It doesn't negate what he did. If you're unsoliciting a minor and you know that it's a minor,
Unsoliciting?
that's unexcusable. You shouldn't do that.
Did
He
she say
knows it's wrong.
unsoliciting?
He's
She
admitting.
did.
Oh fuck! She said unsoliciting.
That's
not
the
good English.
opposite. Wow.
That's not good English. The word is soliciting. You don't unsolicit. You know what? Let's see if she actually says it.
If you're unsoliciting a minor and
Yeah.
All right, so she
You're
did say
unsoliciting a minor.
unsoliciting a minor. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you missay the word. All right.
Sure. Give her a benefit of the doubt. Let's go.
Maybe, but then you just say talking to a minor if you're not sure of the word.
Yeah, but you gotta
But you
when
have to
you're a
sound
content
smart.
creator.
You change
When
your
you're a content creator,
phraseology.
you gotta sound smart when you're a content
You
creator.
change your phrase.
No, nope. You gotta be impressive with your words. You gotta try.
All right. Let's
Pre-record it.
see if we can get through this. It is pre-recorded, but all right, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
like, okay, move on.
Let's try and finish.
Let it
this.
go. Let
it
it go.
doesn't negate what he did. If you're unsoliciting a minor and you know that it's a minor, that's unexcusable. You shouldn't do that. He knows it's wrong. He's admitting that what he did is wrong. But this was back in what, 2020, I think. And what year is it now? 2024. This is cancel culture, where you
Extinct.
So either time does not negate what was done or negate what, or it does. Wait, is she one of those think of the children people? Are any of these people defending
So
him,
if
including himself? One of those think of the children people, protect the children people.
See, here's the thing. Like, the guy hasn't suffered any consequences from the actions per se, right? Like, okay, he got banned on Twitch, but he also got paid out his full contract, right? Which makes me kind of skeptical about some of this, because why would Twitch page him out? Or, sorry, pay him out. There, I screwed up a word. Can we rewind that? I could fix it. They paid him out, right? So you got to wonder why they did that. Unless there's something that they didn't do or did do that was sketchy too, right?
Well, yeah,
maybe they
like
don't want the attention. Who knows?
But the whole thing with that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just all I was going to say was he never really paid any dues. So in that respect, this all coming out now, that doesn't qualify as cancel culture really to me, because he never really had anything bad happen to him. As a result, it's not like he spent time in prison or whatever the case might be. There was no punishment for the crime. If there was punishment for the crime and he served his time for everything, and it all kind of like it cost him, then I kind of look at it like, why are we bringing this up again? But nothing happened to him, so I don't look at it that way at all.
Listen, I can't believe you're making me defend fucking Dr. Disrespect. I can't believe you're doing this to me, Mental. But he has... He has been punished. He is being punished. All right.
Now he is for sure.
Say about him being like demonetized on Twitch.
He is now for sure. YouTube. But he wasn't at the time, really. Right? Like, he got banned from Twitch. That was, and then paid out his full contract. Like, he got millions of dollars to leave the platform. To me, that's not punishment.
But the whole thing with that is like, and Twitch's, I don't know, in that situation, what would Twitch really do? Because like the whole thing is, they must have looked into his whispers, which they shouldn't have been doing. So, and they know they shouldn't have been doing that, and so like they can't. It's one of those things. Well, that's inadmissible. Like, you can't really get him on that. You can cut your ties with them. Set them off your platform. Give them whatever money you owe them. Tell them never come back. We don't want to see you again. And also consider the fact that, I mean, it's a giant ass company. It's part of Amazon. It's like, dude, what the last thing Twitch wants to do is bring attention to the fact that, hey, you know, all those kids who tune into Twitch every single day for hours on end. Well, they might be in danger. They might be talking to predators.
And those minors are using a tool they're not supposed to be able to use because they're underage.
Yes, 100%. They don't want that publicity. So I like, and it doesn't surprise me that a company would do something as shitty as saying, hey, we're not going to address this publicly. Here's your money. Don't ever talk about it. And don't ever talk to us again. It doesn't surprise me that a company would do something like that. It sucks to say, but it's like, that doesn't shock me.
Okay. All right. Let's try.
Oh, you were gonna defend. You were gonna defend him, Loke.
No, I just did already.
Oh,
when I
said that was it.
He's already paying the price. No, because you're saying that he hasn't really suffered any consequences.
Well, now he is.
Hang on.
Now he is.
It's actually happening to this guy.
Yeah, now he is. Nothing really happened back then.
Oh yeah.
That was my
point. And this
so
is
that's
why on Monday I was kind of iffy on the whole subject, because on Monday I was like, but Matt, why did they pay out his contract? Because when it comes to settlements, companies never give you money, Mental, if you did nothing wrong. No, so sorry. If you messed up, the company is never going to give you money. That never happens.
Yeah. Well,
so
and that's
they
what
fucked up as well. Something.
Yeah,
that's what we're
somewhere in there.
We're get the actual messages. Something is going on that we don't have the full picture on.
Yeah, for sure. I guarantee that's the case, because otherwise they wouldn't have paid out a penny and they would have just laid it out. This is what happened, and you're the problem, 100%. So there's some guilt from them in there somewhere too.
Yeah, there's something going on here.
Anyway,
All right,
I'm gonna
let's
shut
go.
up
Let's
now.
go. Let's go.
And what year is it now? 2024. This is cancel culture, where you dig up old stuff and you rehash it as if you're doing what? You're trying to pursue some type of cosmic justice to hold someone accountable when you yourself, 99.9% of the people who are outraged and clutching their pearls at this thing that Dr. Disrespect did are probably living a very immoral life yourself.
Okay.
That's
So
insane.
no, hold on. Let's follow this logic. Yes,
It's the
yes.
he who without
No
is
one is
without sin
perfect.
cast the first stone.
Yeah, no one is
That's the
perfect. No one is
mentality she's
perfect.
taking.
But by that logic, no one should criticize anyone.
Well,
And
that's
also,
it.
it's
We can't live in a world like that. It's not possible. It's
Oh.
not going to work.
also we're talking about entirely different things. Like if I wake up tomorrow and I tell a lie versus if Dr. Disrespect wakes up some random day in 2017 and says, "Hey, I'm going to send dick pics to a minor." Which one's
Yo.
worse? Which one's worse? Are me and Doc on the same level? Are we really on the same level in that case? Because we're both technically immoral. Is one of us not a little bit more moral than the other one? Is that what we're doing
Did
here?
was there actually pictures exchanged? I thought it was just conversation.
No.
Well,
no,
I mean,
it was just
I threw that
conversation.
in, but it was like within his tag. I mean, within his tweet, it was like, I mean, the way he worded it was, it bordered
Things
on
got saucy.
inappropriate. Yeah, it bordered
got
on
saucy.
inappropriate, which is like if he's saying that himself, then God only knows what it actually was. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, because if it's pictures, that's a whole nother level. That the dude should be in jail
it's
immediately.
I just this whole chick, this chick's logic stinks, and so does she.
Yeah. So far, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it so far. All right, let's carry on.
That's the reality. Is we have all done wrong. We are all pretty bad. As humanity, in a general sense, we are all really bad people and we all do bad things.
Okay.
Now, of course, you can say, oh, no, I'm a good person. According to whom? Your own moral standards that you apply to yourself? Well, that's just your opinion and that doesn't really matter. See, what I'm more concerned with is someone being able to admit that they've done wrong and repent for it. Now, I don't know if Dr. Disrespect has done that. I don't know if he's actually repented for this, but let's not get it twisted and conflate messaging a minor with being a straight up pedo, because here's the other thing I want you guys to think about. Okay, we're basically implying that a child cannot consent to inappropriate messaging.
Hold on. I want to rewind this real quick.
Actually repented for this, but let's not get it
Yes!
twisted and conflate messaging a minor with being a straight up pedo, because here's
So this is the problem.
I'm sorry. As the older, more mature person, you have a responsibility to disengage. No. It's like not the whole like what you call it, because you can say that about any underage person. They knew what they were doing. They were like, we were having a good. It's your responsibility to just.
Especially as someone in his position.
Yeah.
Like you know that this like this person, this kid, whoever it was, must have been a fan. And this guy used that to his advantage to do the things he did in his position. If this was just some regular guy, he wouldn't have nearly the leverage that he probably had in that conversation. So like, does he hold no responsibility at all? Because some other people in the world make mistakes. So whatever, you messaged a kid inappropriately. Whatever. Is that what it is
Several
now?
times.
Because random Twitch chick says so? Fucking dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself. Continue.
I love seeing Matt triggered. But for me, I just felt like rewinding this because this was wild to me.
repented for this, but let's not get it twisted and conflate messaging a minor with being a straight up pedo, because here's
So
It's
we're going to get into it.
nuanced.
Let's get into it. The whole PDF file thing has levels to it. So trying to break it down to make it less, to say
Less
that it affects
sus.
less
Yeah.
because it didn't go all the way, really doesn't sell. It's not selling. It's not
very
selling
just the tippy.
because from what we've heard with the rumors and the journalists and the people from Twitch, the only reason it didn't go all the way to 1,000 is because somewhere along the way, someone from Twitch allegedly read the whispers, which no one is supposed to read. And this is the reason why allegedly no one has seen these whispers, which is why allegedly he got the money paid out. But we don't know what would have happened if people had read those DMs and pretended like they hadn't read them. Someone read them and said, "This is wrong. I'm not about to let this happen on my watch." That's what actually happened. So just because someone had the moral obligation to step in the middle before it went all the way, it doesn't mean that we're now going to discount the 20 because it didn't go all the way to 100. All right, that's why I'm not saying he killed anyone. That's not what I'm saying. This is an analogy. This is an example. That's why some people go to jail because of attempted murder. Right? It's adjacent to actual murder. So if attempted PDF filing is attempted, it should go right next to the actual thing. This argument makes no sense. Just because you weren't able to succeed in stealing doesn't mean you're not a thief.
Any of that. Yeah.
doesn't mean you're not a thief. Doesn't mean you're not a kidnapper. All right? Let's carry on.
Here's the other thing I want you guys to think about. Okay?
Let's think about this.
We're basically implying that a child cannot consent to inappropriate messages with an adult.
Yes, it can. Yeah, there's no child that can consent to that.
That's the whole premise.
What the fuck?
Someone needs to look into this chick, honestly. I don't like what's happening right here.
Let's see what else she has for us. Hold on.
In the same universe, where people believe a child can consent to getting their genitals chopped up and pumped up with hormones. Trans rights matter, right? Trans kids, pick one.
Oh boy.
We got to care about the children. It's all about the children.
It's okay to send them. It's okay to
we have to be consistent.
Children.
Oh,
but we have to be
people
consistent.
Stink. These
people
stink. And
hold
now
on,
she stinks
Matt,
a lot.
Let's hold on. She kind of has a point here.
No, she kind of has a point. She sucks.
No, she doesn't because she would have to agree with both or neither.
Exactly.
She would have to agree with both or neither.
Picking and choosing. It's picking and choosing.
That's
and
the problem.
Sucks.
Okay. So what I do, right, when I hear these arguments, I don't really listen to. I don't pay attention much to who's saying it. I look at the content of what's being spewed out to me, and there's kind of a point there. So the question is, are you okay with a 14-year-old child saying, "I want to cut off my dick and balls," and then have breasts grafted onto me? If you're okay with, if that child can make that decision, why can't that child make the decision to?
And why can't that child be a victim of a pedophile?
So here's the problem. Here's the problem. You can say can say that, but the problem is she'd have to agree that both are not okay. She was minimizing one.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So if we're talking about her specifically, this is fucked up. But if we're talking about the 2 points, I'd like to look at the 2 points because the 2 points they kind of make sense. No.
I
Does
disagree, but I
anyone?
mean, it is what it is. I this chick is just dumb as shit. It's
I
really
don't know,
dumb.
dog. Like we don't allow people to drink before they're 21.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm not gonna sit here and
But you can
argue
go.
my
But you can
my
go. Hold
points,
on, Matt.
but
Hold on. But you can go
yeah,
and
go
serve
ahead.
the military. Hold on. Hold on. You can't drink.
Yeah.
But you can go and serve the military and risk your life and probably die. Come back with PTSD, lose limbs, all of that shit. You can decide to do that at 18, but you can't drink beer. That's not consistent in terms of responsibility that you're giving.
Uh-oh.
That's actually a good
No?
point.
Am,
I mean,
am I crazy?
I agree with that.
Am I
I agree
crazy?
with that. I mean, but the
So,
military thing
so
is a
with
little.
this example, I think it kind of also correlates. I mean, fuck her. Like for the previous point, fuck her, she's crazy, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, let's look at the points here. Fuck the person. Look at the points. Like, it's okay for you to cut off your genitals and induce hormones that will forever alter your life the same way going to the motherfucking military would, but it's not okay for you to engage in sex with whoever you think you want, whoever you decide to consent to have sex with, even if they're older than you. Something's off there in terms of assigning responsibility to the same individuals. Yes? I feel kind of strange agreeing with this chick. I feel weird.
So the thing about the military is that has more to do with it. That's a little different because that's like you need. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
oh my god. Feels like a bit of a
yeah, like
mindfuck.
normal
This
people
one.
aren't even going to have this conversation because when are we around teenagers? I
Almost
feel
never.
even weird when I join a party and there's like a kid in the party and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like weird to even have this conversation in any other. I get the idea behind like, hey, if this is acceptable. I honestly
Why
think
is
the
that
military
not?
thing is weird too because let's be honest,
Dude,
they
the military is
now
wild.
especially they push anyone
That's
through the
crazy.
military, and I mean there's
Like,
some
that is
people that
real hell.
impressively low IQ, and I don't even mean that jokingly. Like you know people that are barely above the line to consent to taking care of
Yes.
themselves, and they put.
But
And I've seen
you can
people
go
like
in the
that in the
military.
military.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
But I think she's like she
ugh.
sounds there was a little too much, but a minor consent, that's
I don't know. I'm uncomfortable agreeing with this chick. I'm uncomfortable. Vic, the motherfucking click. Thank you so much. Super $2 super chat says sounds like she got some skeletons in her closet. Beto, you've been quiet after I gave that analogy about
sounds like she'd
the
tell kids
military
they
and
liked
alcohol.
it.
I know. I mean,
Oh,
that's.
what?
I think that's when you put it in that light, it's pretty messed up.
I don't know, man. I
The
just
military
like to be
example, for
objective.
sure.
Pixelbit's right
Yeah,
though.
I like
Yeah.
to be objective.
That is
I
yes. Yeah, if you have to be like, it wasn't like that. Just don't message kids.
Oh, I mean, that's the ultimate message, right? I mean, it's insane. But the other analogy too. You look at the level of responsibility given to kids to make literally life-altering decisions. That doesn't make sense to me either. And there's some.
yeah. All right,
I mean,
let's carry on the
I
rest of
think
this
back
video.
to where I was at that age. I mean, what do you know as a 12-year-old or
I was
4?
playing with
Nothing.
Legos
Yeah, you don't know
Dude,
and
anything.
hoping I
thought
could
I'd
get
figured out
another
life at
box of
18.
Gushers because I ate all the ones in one day.
I thought I'd figured out life at 18. I thought I knew it, all of it. Like
What?
there's nothing you can tell me. When I was 18, for real, for real.
Oh
thought I'd
yeah, I
figured
thought
it
I
out.
was pretty smart
Really?
at that age
I
too.
never wanted to grow up.
Yeah.
It's not till you get older you realize how dumb you were.
What? She used to work for Sweet Baby. Bullshit,
She was with
Ushers.
what you call it. She was with the Black Girl Gamers.
Yeah, you told me about
Yeah,
that, but not Sweet,
Sweet
Baby.
Baby, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know.
All
Never
right,
mind.
let's carry on. Let's what?
I also don't like the whole repent thing. That's like a very American sort of like religious thing where I've legit heard people that they argue they could do anything as long as they repent. It was all good.
You guys don't believe in religion. Come on. Not in the US.
What?
Anyways, let's carry on.
The home of the Southern Baptists?
Yeah, the majority. I'm talking about the majority. The majority of Americans are probably Muslim at this point. Like, you guys don't believe in
fuck are you
anything
talking
else,
about?
really. Let's move on. Let's move on.
A lot of people who are having something to say about this got some skeletons in their closet, and they got to figure that out. But again, what he did, inexcusable. But let's be morally consistent. Let's really take a look at ourselves before we want to point fingers at other people and say, oh, I got to write this guy off completely. How about you write yourself off? How about that? Have you tried that? Maybe you are part of the problem. Shut up. I ain't talking to you. Maybe you are part of the problem. I can't even talk right now because you guys annoy me. The self-righteous, oh, I can't speak to him anymore because he messaged someone X amount of years ago while I still got some morally disgusting things in my closet that I don't want anyone to know about. That's you. That's exactly what you look like. Okay? I need to go now. Dr. Disrespect.
Please.
There is forgiveness in Jesus Christ. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Dude, she ain't lying. She needs to go. I'll tell you that. She really ain't lying.
That's what I was talking about. The whole like there's like a whole like kind of like religious element, like Christian element that's very much like dismissive about things like that. And because Jesus forgives all sins.
Like I'll tell you what, I'm not Jesus. I can tell you that much. And that was some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
This business about Jesus forgives all sins. Did we not read the Bible? Did we not see when Jesus was rebuking people?
She probably has never read the Bible.
Why are we jumping over to the part?
She probably uses Chat GPT to test, like, hey, I need passages that validate this idea.
So
yeah, well, all I can say about that is that you need, there's a process to it. All right. You don't start your YouTube channel, then quit your job and become a millionaire. That's not how it works. All right. You start your YouTube channel, you do your job, and you do your YouTube channel for 10 years, and then you quit to become a millionaire. This business of just skipping to the parts that are convenient, skipping to the parts that make sense. It's wild. We are still at the rebuke part of Jesus's lessons. If that's what, you know what, if we're going religious, that's what we're doing, right? We're still at the rebuking part. All right. We have to get through that part first, and then we can get to the redemption, etc., forgiveness. Oh my goodness. Some guys are his throat I could fix.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, let's move on. Moving on, Forza Horizon 4 will be delisted later this year. Players who bought the game will still be able to download and play it after this. Matt, have you bought Forza Horizon 4? And what are your thoughts on this?
I don't think I own Forza Horizon 4. I might though, if it's getting listed. Although I do think if they do it like they did before, I think they'll give it to you if you bought any of the DLCs. I know they did that with Motorsport and Horizon 3. I think they did as well. So I'll probably already own it then because I bought the DLCs for it. So I don't know. It sucks, but it is what it is. It happens with all the racing games at some point, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. For anyone
They
that
usually
hasn't
put
played
'em
Forza
on.
Horizon 4, it's very good. Go ahead,
It
Mental.
is very good.
They usually put them on super cheap sales in the
Mhm.
final weeks leading up to it being delisted. And I mean, I guaranteed it's for licensing issues where they only license the vehicles for a certain amount of time, and along with music and all that junk. So
Yeah,
they all get delisted eventually.
yeah. I especially like it because it's based in the UK, and I like the DJ speaking in proper English and
Wow, proper
the
English.
setting. Yeah. The setting is very nice.
Proper
I like
English.
the old buildings. It's awesome.
I'll be
It's
honest,
awesome.
that's what I didn't like about it.
Also,
What?
Forzathon
The
was good in
DJs?
Forza 4.
No, I thought the setting was very uninspired.
The setting was uninspired.
Yeah.
Mental thoughts on Forza Horizon 4 being delisted this year.
I think I just gave my thoughts.
Oh shit! Sorry,
Did you
my
give
bad.
your
My bad.
prayers
Cozy
though?
Cozy just really got me heated. I don't want to go to her. Cozy, thoughts on Horizon 4 getting delisted?
It's for the best because Horizon 5 is better in every conceivable way.
Except for Forzathon, where it stinks and 4 is better.
Okay.
Yeah, the Forzathon on 4 is better.
But
All right.
I own it, so it's not that big a deal for me. But you know, it's been a while, so, and it's not like it's disappearing for those of us who own it. I feel like, you know, a lot of the hubbub around a lot of the disappearing like games being delisted is, for me, they're not as scary because for the most part I can just go back to the game.
Yeah.
You don't like
Yeah.
the
And also,
game isn't just gone.
and also the heavy sales that Mental was talking about also help. Ham, about the whole generalizing Americans thing. It stinks, right? When the foot is in
When the,
your ass, not the other way around.
when
It
the foot's
sucks,
on the other
doesn't it?
the shoes on the other foot.
It sucks, doesn't it? Sorry, Ham. It does
It ain't
suck.
no fun when the rabbit's got the gun.
Yeah, let's go with that. So my
Can't say I've
job
heard that
really,
before.
my job really is just to help Americans, you know, just feel just a little bit of that ick when they refer to the rest of the planet in generalizing terms. That's my little 2 cents. That's all I'm doing. All right, cool. Horizon 4 will be delisted later this year. Please make sure to buy it. It's a banger of a game. Xbox really cooked on this one.
Did they?
Next. Yes, they did.
I thought they
It's in
just
Australia,
repeated.
right?
No,
What?
that was
It's in
3.
Australia?
3 was in
That was
Australia.
3? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where was 4? UK?
England.
UK.
Okay. Right.
Next, we have PlayStation's July PlayStation Plus Essential Games. They are Borderlands 3, NHL 2024, right? So it's current year, and Among Us. Mental, what are your thoughts on the PS Plus games for this year?
Well, Borderlands 3 I enjoyed. That was a pretty good game. I mean, it sure does show you how pathetic that Xbox's Games with Gold got at the end. That's for sure. But NHL 24, I mean, technically that's an old game now because NHL season's over. So 25 would be coming out shortly. But, you know, not bad. Not bad in general, I think.
Jeez.
I like Borderlands.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Not bad. Cozy.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Thoughts on the PS Plus games for July?
They're games.
Did you play
This-
Borderlands? Are you a Borderlands person, Cozy? Is that-
I love 2 a lot. I've played 2 obsessively. Is that why you're wearing that fancy, what you call it, so you can drink your fancy tea? Your fancy, your weird shirt?
It's actually not tea. It's not
Oh.
tea. It's
Oh.
Sake?
vodka?
Is it sake?
no,
It's vodka. It's vodka. See?
No, I won't be.
You won't even-
It's vodka.
I'll show you guys after
Rum?
the stream. I'll show you after. The
Oh,
stream.
rum. It's rum?
No, it's not rum. No.
He's
rum.
drinking White Claw.
Whiskey.
White Claw. White Claw.
We-
All right, man. All right.
We can't cancel Loke. Loke is American. I mean, unless
Oh,
I
Lord.
mean, Texans don't think they're American, but they are.
Texans are the only Americans left at this point. Vic, the
Wait, wait,
motherfucking click.
Either,
Another
you have to
super
pick a-
chat. Thank
either
you so
Texans
much.
are American or they aren't American. You have to pick one. You can't.
No, Texans are the most American. Vic says, so when are we canceling Loke? Leave America alone. You can't cancel Africans, brother. Like, we still believe in free speech around here. You need to try that. You need to try that over there. Right
Man, I
over
was about
there.
to get so out of pocket, and I won't though.
Like
I'll behave.
all the way up there. dog.
I was about to
up
say
there.
something, Loke. But consider yourself lucky.
Cozy, you need to say it. All right. Unlike mental, you don't have a racial handicap in this conversation.
Wow.
What? I'm speaking American. You guys are the most racist people on the planet, so I'm speaking your language. What?
Wow. He just called you
What?
racially handicapped.
He
I'm
did.
just
He
saying,
did.
according to you guys, certain people can only speak if they have the right sex or gender. So I'm just addressing the Americans. Cozy,
Yes?
give me your clap back. Let's go.
I was gonna say, don't you guys
What?
kill people for speaking their minds?
In which
You took
country?
too long to answer.
In which country? Because
Africa.
I'm talking about the shame. I forgot you guys don't have geography in America. I'm so sorry. I forgot you guys
Africa's
don't
a
have geography in
continent
America.
there.
So Africa, right?
Cozy.
No,
Africa's not a
that
country.
was
Cozy.
that's the joke.
Africa's not a country. Africa
That's the
is
joke.
a continent, right? We
Yes.
have different regions in Africa, right? We also have roads, we have parliaments, we have electricity.
You have
That's how I'm
houses?
speaking to you right now. We have houses. We also have high rises. We have airports. You know, it's
Side
a
note, have you
whole
seen that
new
one
world.
comedian? That one comedian who does the African stuff?
Beginner, what the hell? No. What's his name? What's his name? Listen, J.K. Rowling is pretty. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Old and British. Anyways, Vic is laughing his ass off. Jax82, another bad list on the PS Plus. All right, fine. Matt, thoughts on the PS Plus? Because Cozy dodged the whole PS Plus thing. talking about-
It's the games. Like, why if you don't like them, cancelize it. Cancelize it. Cancelize it. Cancelize. It's broken. It's broken. You know what I mean?
We broke
Try
Cozy.
again. Try again. No,
If you
I want to hear
don't
your point. like
like them, then you have to decide if it's worth it to keep it for multiplayer or end your subscription. Because
So
really,
you personally, you're not impressed.
no. I mean, I guess all 5 people that care about hockey, all 5 people. Oh, does anyone pay for Among Us? Has a person actually paid for Among Us?
Ham said it's free. I think he might be spot on that one. I think it's free.
Free
Among
on
Us
Game
actually
Pass.
feels like offensive. It's like if they put Overwatch there, like. And I guess Borderlands 3 is cool, but Borderlands 3 goes on sale for like $2.
Hmm.
And does it say even Game of the Year or whatever with all the DLC, or is it just Borderlands 3?
No, that's just the base. That's the base one.
Ham's just slinging it in the chat.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
this is
What do you say?
Well, go down to his last one there.
to be fair.
Can't get any more
You know, when you talk
offensive.
about you Americans, you're referring to most of the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
And, well,
Pretty
and now go
much.
down one more. Now go down one more.
This show can't get any more offensive. Super cringe. Just
Yeah,
grit
super
your
cringe
teeth,
right
Ham.
now.
That's what happens. You just right like this, and then just really
I'm proud
clamp
to
down
be
hard.
an American, where at least I know I'm free.
That's not even the anthem, Matt.
That's
please
the new national anthem.
Give us your thoughts on the. Seriously, listen. We only have one anthem. This business about the black anthem, the Latino anthem, it's one anthem. All right. Oh, say, can you see? And then carry on from there. Matt.
Notice how I said we only have one anthem?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's because he's from
Texas.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Matt,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts
Yeah.
on the July
I'm
Monkey games?
just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Matt, you're muted.
Yeah. What's up?
Curie says trash list
Wow.
for July. What do you think about the PS Plus list?
I'm not super interested. I already own Borderlands 3. I don't care about hockey, and I'm not playing Among Us.
It's a weird choice.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
I'm just curious because they really just gave absolutely nothing, like less than nothing. They could have at least use some weird indie game that no one ever has played, but has like 20 stars on Steam. Like has 5 stars on Steam.
It sounds like you guys had a chat with Ham before you came on the show, because me and Ham did discuss the PS Plus list, and he essentially said the same as you guys. And for me, I think that's unfair, because I think the list it's pretty great for anyone that hasn't played Borderlands 3.
I understand, but my problem with Borderlands 3 in specific is that game has been given away ad nauseum at pennies. It's not like it's like, yes, it's a fun game, but it's not like it's, what's the word I'm looking for? A game that, it's not like a game that you can't just go out and find on sale. It's on sale like all the time, like steep sales.
I'm pretty sure I got it free on Epic Games a long time ago, right?
Yeah, it's like been free. It's like basically the same. It's like if practically the same if they gave away Borderlands 2. And yes, I love Borderlands 2. I have like a bajillion hours in it. But the thing is, it's not a game. It's not an obscure game that's like obscure and could be amazing. It's not a game that never drops in price. Borderlands 3 specifically, I think, is the wrong kind of game to get, because everyone and their mom has been able to get it and will continue to be. Deep in the heart of Texas.
What is a LARPA? Someone explain to me what
live action role play. You're pretending to be African with a fake African accent.
What? I'm pretending to be African.
Yeah, you basically briefly left Texas to go to a state that has good libraries, and checked out a book on how to learn African accents. Like they have acting books, and you got the one for African accents, and it wasn't specific accents; it was African accent. And you checked it out.
When your care package finally arrives, and then I show it off live on this podcast, it's going to be very hard for you to pretend like I'm in Texas, because you filled in Maputo, Mozambique. You did that.
Yourself?
Fuck out of here! That's not what I said. God
well,
damn it.
if we haven't seen anything but that wall behind you.
Do you want me to make content in Maputo?
I want to see the lions.
There's no lion. Okay. Vic,
Sorry.
thank you for the super chat. Says, hope your hyena runs away, Loke. That's such a mean thing to say. That is such a mean thing to say,
He's gonna put up posters for his lost hyena reward.
bro. And he has like a special collar and everything. Leave America alone. No, I can't. It's the greatest country on the planet. Why would I leave it alone? All right. So no one is feeling the PS Plus essential games. So guess we have to
Hey,
move
I did
on.
say it was a lot better than what you used to get on Gold.
Hey, Gold gave out
What?
some real gems.
Hidden
'cause
gems.
for the last
Yeah.
4 years, I think it wasn't great.
They gave out games that not everyone would like, but at least they gave out stuff that you had never seen before. Like, I feel like specifically this one is because Borderlands 3 is a game that they were like, here, take it. And now they're giving
Take it,
out.
please. Take it, please.
No.
Please, just take it.
Yeah. And now they're giving it away
Don't keep
as like
saying
a
take
perk.
it, all right? Diddy's gonna show up here.
Oh, sorry. You say take it 3 times, Diddy shows up.
Pretty much. So compulsory Metal Gear Solid topic for the week. Konami's Metal Gear series producer says it would be a dream to work with Hideo Kojima again. So Kojima left Konami and Metal Gear series he created 9 years ago, but for the person now producing the franchise, it would be a dream to have the legendary developer back in the fold. As reported by VGC, Konami's Metal Gear series Noriaki Okamura said in a recent live stream published on YouTube that personally speaking, he'd love to work with Kojima again on Metal Gear. Here's the quote: "But just speaking for myself personally, I'd like nothing better than to work with Mr. Kojima and the rest of the team again. If that could happen, that would be the dream. But people have moved on to new things and new commitments, and that's just our current reality. We can't just take it for granted that everyone would work for us again or let ourselves be completely dependent on them." Of course, it seems extremely unlikely that Kojima will work on Metal Gear again after his high-profile exit from Konami amid the launch of Metal Gear Solid 5 in 2015. Kojima went on to take his studio, blah, 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 blah. All right, so we're not going to bring up the acrimonious exit of the best mind in gaming, Hideo Kojima from Konami. Just want to quickly go around the table. Mental, do you think it would be beneficial for Kojima to go back to making Metal Gear games?
Beneficial for who? You? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
For Metal Gear games, would the Metal Gear games be better if Kojima was back on board?
He's kind of, I was going to say he's kind of lost it a bit lately, but I mean, he just kind of goes off in his own direction with his games, right? They're always a little out there. I haven't
Have
played
you played Metal Gear,
this,
dude? Have you played
just
Metal
that one, what was that, 5, I guess?
If you've watched it, you've experienced all there is.
Yeah, like the one that came out
Shut up,
on Xbox One, that era, way a long time ago. That one I played about, I don't know, 20 hours of it, and I kind of got bored. I know that's going to be tough for you to hear, Loke, but it just, yeah, I kind of got bored. So, you know, maybe if Kojima was, you know, really putting his all into it, it'd be... Yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm not offended by that. If you said 1, 2, 3, or 4, we might have problems. But
so
5?
Yeah, so you know, was he involved in 5? If not, then maybe it'd be good to have him back.
He was involved, but he didn't finish it.
Okay.
According to Konami, he was too expensive.
So maybe the part that I played, he was involved in, and then when he departed from the game, that's when I got bored. So if that's the scenario,
that's what happened.
That could be it. That could be it. So then, yeah, it would probably be good if he came back and helped out with it.
Let's go. We have one dub. Cozy, would it be
Uh,
good if Kojima went back
I
to making
think
Metal Gear Solid
he's
games?
probably the most lauded person who makes absolutely nothing that I like.
Matt, do you think,
Just move along.
bro? Just pretend you didn't say nothing, Matt. Do you think
Yeah.
Kojima? Do you think Kojima should go back to making Metal Gear Solid games?
No, just make Death Stranding.
All right, this Stranding's pretty good. So
Maybe he should make
Still
Death
win.
Stranded-er.
And on that note, Nick Merckx is kind of stranded himself.
Oh, stranded on the toilet bowl?
because- I don't know, Cozy. I didn't follow him into the toilet. Call of Duty streamer Nick Merckx issues statement on Twitch ban. So, FaZe Clan's Nick Merckx has issued a statement on a recently issued ban by streaming platform Twitch. Content warning, derogatory language follows. Fuck it, let's just go to his actual tweet. What he say? What the hell?
Mama say, mama say, mama who say?
All right, so this ain't it.
This
is
ain't
not
it.
the actual. Yeah, it's. I clicked on the tweet thingy. It didn't go to the tweet. All right, Nick Merck's real name Nick Kolchev tweeted to say he was banned for the use of the word tranny during a live stream on Twitch, and then doubled down on the derogatory language by adding, this is a quote, apparently that's a derogatory term. That's on me. Next time I'll use mental health disorder.
Wait.
You know what? On second thoughts, we will not be tackling this one today. Our ESG score has taken enough hits today, right? I think we can all agree. Mental, Cozy, Matt, we can all agree. All right.
No,
All right.
I can agree.
I disagree.
All right.
I think we need to
All
go
right.
see how low we can go.
I'm not gonna be
No.
commenting on this.
Yeah. We're skipping that one.
on.
We're skipping that one.
I'm
No.
all set.
No.
I mean,
All right.
honestly, the reality is some people are just unpleasant. And then when you point out the, hey, you're being an unpleasant person, guess what? They become even more unpleasant.
Yeah. Like I'm not
I
even
gotta
gonna
step
put up
away
with
for
the-
2 minutes. I'll be right back.
No,
All
you
All right.
can't step away.
I will time you. I will time you, Mental.
I'm
If it's
timing him.
over
I
2
set the
minutes,
timer.
we're gonna have a problem. Rachie comes in here to save us. Thank you, Rachie. Says Sunday is the political shitstorm episode. True. We'll keep that for Sundays. Anyways, next topic: Amazon's Tomb Raider and Lord of the Rings video game reveals not too far away. So it's been a long time since Amazon announced its Tomb Raider and Lord of the Rings video games, and it sounds like fans will have to wait a while longer for the reveal. Amazon announced it had signed a deal with Crystal Dynamics to develop and publish the next Tomb Raider game back in December 2022. We've heard nothing in the year and a half since, although Crystal Dynamics was forced to reassure fans that it was unaffected by devastating cuts at embattled parent company Embracer. Meanwhile, Amazon announced it had signed a deal with Middle-earth rights owner Embracer to develop as yet untitled The Lord of the Rings MMO back in May 2023. Again, we've heard nothing since, but we do know this game is set in Middle-earth and features the stories of The Hobbit and more. Speaking to Variety, Amazon Games chief Christoph Hartmann said a reveal for either game is not imminent, but is not long away. So this is the quote. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it's not far away. Hartman said before, insisting Amazon is now getting into a much regular cadence of shipping games. That's all I'm allowed to tell you right now, Hartman added. It's all about quality. You don't want to just be rushed out. That doesn't work. It has to be a AAA quality because the bar is so high. Cozy, do you have high hopes for the
I think
next
they'll
Tomb
do
Raider
well.
and Lord of the Rings?
I think they'll do well. I think Amazon has mostly done well with what they've done. I think Amazon is one of the few that is a serious player. What Microsoft expected from the likes of Amazon and Google. Amazon has proven that they are playing for keeps.
Yeah. Like they mean it. Matt.
Yeah.
You also have high hopes for Amazon's Tomb Raider and Lord of the Ring?
I have high hopes for the Tomb Raider. Just because, I like that franchise. But I can't speak on Lord of the Rings thing. But definitely have high hopes for Tomb Raider.
What? You don't know anything about Tomb Raider or Lord of the Rings. You don't know anything about anything.
I definitely don't know anything
Daughter
about
of a
Lord of the
pig.
Rings. Definitely don't know about.
Have you seen the movies?
Lord of the Rings movies? I've seen them, but
Yeah.
I didn't retain any of that stuff.
Yeah,
Like
same.
I watched them when I was
same.
when I was a kid, and I couldn't tell you anything that happened in those movies.
I've decided to watch them. Like I'm going to properly watch them this year.
That's a lot. That's a
I'm
lot of
gonna
commitment.
find some time. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they're like 3 hours a pop.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to watch the extended versions. So I'm not gonna watch the cinematic versions. So like 3.5
Going
hours,
hardcore.
4 hours.
That's too long.
Sure.
And
That is.
do that over
I
several
just fast
days.
forward to the fight scenes.
To the fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how are you going to
long
understand
time
what's
since I've seen
happening though?
those.
I don't care. I just want fight.
All right. For me, you need to have a fight. You need to understand why the fight. Like Endgame, for example. That last battle was cool and all, but without the build-up, it's not the same. It doesn't hit the same.
I actually fell asleep for most of Endgame.
I know you're just trying to troll me, Cozy. I know it.
I did.
I've legit
I'm
never
not
watched
trolling,
Endgame.
Cozy.
I don't really plan on it.
I've seen like
You guys are really
4
trying.
Marvel
You
movies.
are really trying.
No,
I
I'm
saw it.
serious.
I saw it.
I'm not even trying.
I literally did. I normally fall asleep in the theater if it isn't a horror movie. And I haven't, and it's like I wasn't super interested in it to the point where I would ever deliberately go out of my way to watch it again. So yeah.
I saw it. It was kind of mid.
I just don't have any interest in Marvel outside of Spider-Man. I have no interest in Marvel.
You guys are really
I like the first
me.
Ant-Man.
You guys are giving it the proper college try. Just fucking.
I mean, the thing is, I'm serious.
I'm also very serious.
Matt's serious. Mental, are you serious?
I have seen it.
Okay.
I'll give it a little better than mid. It was an okay movie.
It's not a good film.
Okay, Rachie.
It's not a good film. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, Rachie's right in there too.
Like a great film requires no previous knowledge of any other film to enjoy it. It has to be a standalone. So that actually,
oh man, she's
that's
digging
why
in.
honestly I think a lot of the Marvel movies aren't great films.
She's like
a lot of them.
She's digging the
A
trenches
lot of
right
Marvel
now.
movies are not great films.
They're fun. The only one that I would say is
Hold
I'm
on
fine.
about that.
Fury,
was
I'm
Winter
fine.
Razor
Soldier
wire.
because you need
Fine.
no previous context of anything to be like this is, and it also wasn't like a like written for like a 5-year-old by a 5-year-old. You know, when you were like a little kid and you were like playing with your little action figures.
Uh-huh.
That's what most
Uh-huh.
movies feel like.
All right. All right, Cozy. All
Sorry.
right. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll just punch the wall as soon as
Take
we
it to
end the show.
Alka-Seltzer later.
I need a minute. Moving
Got to
on.
recover.
Moving on.
To be fair, I don't like most superhero movies.
Cozy, it's fine. We heard you. Let's move on. All right. All right. I wasn't crying. That's just the fluid.
I made him cry.
Ubisoft CEO confirms multiple Assassin's Creed remakes are on the way. So
That's
let's
awesome.
just jump to the quotes.
That's awesome. Lord knows there's not enough remakes these days.
Yeah. Firstly, players can be excited about some remakes, Yves Guillemot said, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernize them. There are worlds in some of our old Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich. He continued, secondly, to answer your question, there will be plenty of experience variety. The goal is to have Assassin's Creed games come out more regularly, but not for it to be the same experience every year. Yeah, right. There are a lot of good things to come, including Assassin's Creed Hex, which we've announced, which is going to be a very different game from Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're going to surprise people, I think. Matt,
Yeah.
go first. What are your thoughts on this?
On more Assassin's Creed remakes, I'm happy for the people
Cozy,
who are excited.
check the comment section. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, but I do think Winter Soldier is one of the best. Is one of the best superhero
No,
movies.
Cozy, you
I
don't
already
take it
said that.
back.
I
You
no, I
don't
already said Winter
take it
Soldier.
back. Cozy, when you speak blasphemy, just
I'm
take your shit.
sorry.
Lines.
I'm
Get the
sorry.
fuck
I
out.
think, and it also might be because
we don't
Winter Soldier was the
apologize.
first one I watched.
Blasphemy, get you the fuck out, Cozy. There's no forgiving blasphemy. All right, just sit there, stew in it. All right,
No.
Matt. Thoughts on Assassin's Creed remakes? Go.
I'm
Welcome
not
in, Salt
gonna
Minds.
play those. I'm happy for the people who are happy about that.
Okay. All right.
What the heck?
Can you go
Renzo,
down?
go ahead.
Scroll down a little bit in the article there. Just want to see if
Where
you can.
specifically?
Just down, I think the next paragraph, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You'd read something there. Just go down a bit, if you can. Oh, you've kind of
Where,
froze
dude?
up. Maybe. I just thought I was.
Did I
Oh,
freeze?
sorry, too far. Oh, okay, it had froze up. Your screen it wasn't scrolling. Wait, stay
Okay.
there. First players can pass modernize. Oh yeah, that's it. So there's some worlds in some of our Assassin's Creed games that are so extremely rare. I think he said that wrong. What he should have said was there are some of our older Assassin's Creeds have worlds that can still make us extremely rich.
Yes. Yes.
So that's why they're
what
going
he
back to the well.
actually meant.
Yeah, that's what he meant. And yeah, I'm kind of sick of the remake thing. I mean, yeah, I guess some people will be happy, but I don't know. I'm sick of it. It's a cash grab. That's what I'll have
I
to say.
like remakes. I like remakes as long as they make sense. Like Conquer a Bad Fur Day, for example. I would buy that remake. You know, if they remade Tenchu, like games that when you look at them today, when you look at them today versus what they were, if they remade them now, they would be significantly better. You know? But Assassin's Creed, if you go and play the first Assassin's Creed right now, it's perfectly fine. It's better than a lot of AAA games that are out right now. Games that came out this year.
I could say the same thing about Dead Space 1. It's perfectly fine to play right now, but I gotta be honest, the remake was fucking incredible. I feel like it could be pulled off, but it's not needed.
I'm more okay with remakes than remasters. Like if they're remaking it, modernizing controls as well as the graphical updates, maybe some changes to the story to make it better, whatever. I'm okay more with that than I am with just your typical remasters. But I guess we'll see what they actually mean by remake. If all they do is
but with
update
Ubisoft,
the graphics
it's going to cost $120.
Well, this is
actually play the game.
Yeah, like if they're dropping it for free and it's a free upgrade to everybody that owns the original, it's a different story. Yeah, go for it then, right? But that'll never happen.
Yeah. See, here's another game to remake. Final Fantasy Tactics. Good shout, Salt Mines. That's a good shout. Actually go and get old-ass games that need to get brought to the modern gaming public. This rubbish, exactly, Salt Mines. You're going to pay $120. There's going to be leveling up, like you're going to have to pay to level up faster at the right rate. You're going to have to pay another $5, another $10. Yeah, they did that in Odyssey. They fucking did it.
I don't know.
You had to pay to level up properly. They're going to do that with Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2. Essentially, dude, just buy the original Assassin's Creed. Don't waste your money buying this rubbish. As a pony, oh my god. Whatever, dog. They will look better, but then be slapped with microtransactions. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Let's end the show with some bad news.
You didn't ask me.
Oh my god. Cozy, tell us how much you don't care about remakes of Assassin's Creed.
So
Salt Mines.
Depends on how they remake it. Are they gonna remake it like they make all the Gear games, and they'll have Assassin's Creed is? I'm convinced that all their games are on the same or exist in the same universe.
Okay.
Far Cry, Assassin's Creed. That's all their games, isn't it?
What else do they make? Prince of Persia. Division 2 as well. The Division, sorry.
Those are ancient. Division 2 is ancient.
I'm talking about the franchise.
It's ancient. Right? They haven't touched that in decades. Not decades, but a long time.
No. Division 2, I think 2016 or somewhere around there. It's not that old.
Division 2. It's old. They pretty much are just Assassin's Creed now. Oh, and that Rainbow Six.
They are remaking Prince of Persia, Salt Mines. Remember, I think it was the Xbox showcase, or maybe it was at the Summer Game showcase or whatever. They showed the title screen for Prince of Persia. They are remaking it.
Oh, Division 2 was only 2019.
Yeah, the Division fans screaming at their monitors right now. Yeah, because you're triggering a lot of Division
I'm
people.
Sorry,
right
it's still old.
Not that old. All right. Let's end the show on a very sour note, unfortunately. But it is the news, so we have to tackle it. From Software parent company hacked by ransomware gang threatening to release internal data. So Kadokawa Group, a multinational media conglomerate whose holdings include Elden Ring developer From Software and Anime News Network, acknowledged a significant cyber attack on Thursday and said it's currently working on solutions and workarounds for its systems. In a lengthy update, Kadokawa Group said that popular Japanese video sharing site Nikoniko was among the hardest hit by the cyber attack, with all services suspended since June 8th. It did not acknowledge From Software, and it's unclear what impact they had on Elden Ring developer, if any. IGN has reached out to From Software for comment or clarification, and obviously they ain't said nothing. While it's unclear whether From Software was impacted by the hack, IGN has reached out to Bandai Namco and Kadokawa for more information and will update the story as necessary. Let's go around the table. Mental, what are your thoughts on this hack?
Oh man, I've got a lot of thoughts, but keeping it simple, it's unfortunate. I mean, in the world today, if with the amount of compute power, I guess it depends. Like, there's not enough information there for me to really make any kind of a judgment as to how they got in. You know, they're not telling us anything, of course, but if it was some kind of brute force attack, or if they just, you know, they had a flaw in their firewalls, whatever the case might be. There's so much compute power these days. Even if everything's encrypted, if they pull it, you know, chances are decryption of that isn't that difficult at this point. So I don't know. It's really unfortunate that it happened. I feel bad for everyone who had their personal information compromised by it. I think that's what bugs me more than anything. I don't care so much about the corporation and their data. It's more about the people that are affected by it. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, security's got to be a number one priority for any corporate entity these days. There's so much of this. You really have to take it seriously, and who knows, you know, who knows what they have for security team and stuff, but we have really, really strict policies where I'm at, and for good reason. Multiple firewall layers and all kinds of junk.
But you only need one person to not follow protocol, then it all goes to shit.
Well, yeah. No, it's well, a lot of these things happen because of social engineering too. Somebody takes a phone call that, you know, they believe the person on the other end's from IT. The next thing you know, their account's compromised, and then they've got a doorway in. Once they're on the network, then it's only a matter of time. You're going to get in eventually to where you're going as soon as you're in the network. And that's the bad part about it.
Yeah. Cozy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thoughts on this hack that's been acknowledged by Kadokawa?
It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. It sucks. It does, but you know, it's the world.
Salt Mine, that's a real dumbass. Like, that company, that's the next level of dumb. Why?
Is it just a it's got to be a temporary password, right? Like,
Mental, I saw you do a double take with your eyes. Like, no, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Man,
that's making my head hurt.
Yeah, as Mental gets a headache. Matt, what are your thoughts on this? On this hack, this unfortunate hack?
That sucks. I mean, it's a lot of information that now somebody who shouldn't have access to that now has access to that, and that's never good. And all you can really do is hope that none of that information gets leaked. I mean, it already is technically, but
that
it doesn't get leaked more than it already has at this point. You hope
I was about to say something inappropriate.
Something happens that can stop whatever
unusual.
they're trying to make happen from happening. But at this point, I don't know. I don't know what else I can say that's much different from what Mental or Cozy said, because Cozy said this stuff happens. That's a fact. It does happen. And I mean, mental, like this just sucks. It sucks. Hopefully it's a learning situation, as shitty as that sounds, for the security and everything. But you know,
Cozy, look at the screen.
man. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh God.
So sick booty.
I love it.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of another episode of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. Cheers to everyone that came in the chat. Curie Cosmos, Salt Mines, The Ginner, Vic the Motherfucking Click, Oshus, who else? Mr. Joanna Dark, my brother in Kojima, Chain Brain, Raichi, who else? I don't want to miss anyone. All right. Oh, Big Mad Mo, Jax82, Ham Solo himself,
Don't forget
PS5
the
blow.
blueberries.
PS5 blows. Which blueberries, Cozy?
I'll explain to you afterward.
All right. I won't forget the blueberries. Anyways, thank you to everyone for watching. Also, Curie, you said that Kadokawa produces your favorite manga. I recently finished Attack on Titan, and I'm coping right now. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. Looking for some good anime. Something like grotesque, you know? So if you have anything to suggest, please DM me. I would appreciate it. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Hope you're all good, brother. All good. All right. Before we hop on out of here, Mr. Matt Likes Games, plug your stuff. Tell people where they can find you, etc., etc.
Yeah. You find me on YouTube, Malik's Games, videos every Monday and Friday. Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the L3R3 podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. And then Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern on my channel, it is the two-player podcast with myself. And usually Ham solo. Ham's on a break. So this week it'll be myself, or next week it'll be myself and Loke over there at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Let's go.
And then every Friday here at 4 p.m. Eastern for BullSittin with these guys and girls.
Good times, good times. Cozy Beluga, plug your stuff.
You can find me on Thursdays on 4GQ TV. On Fridays, you can find me here BullSitting, and later on, getting wasted with Wise. On Sundays, you can find me engaging in some majestic mayhem. Also, you can find me wherever you find Cozy Belugas. And I'm trying to get something. Stop it! I don't remember what I was talking about. She's biting my cables.
Well, while you remember, Vic, the motherfucking click with another super chat. Thank you so much. Says amazing episode, Cozy and the three bald guys. I feel like we need to get more women on the podcast. Curie, if you know of any females that are interested in podding with us, just shoot me a DM or send me their ads so I can talk to them, because this is getting embarrassing. All right, Cozy, finish your outro.
Yeah, and I'm working on some stuff. Yeah.
Are you gonna show us this stuff next week?
I'm
Friday?
trying to get it done. I'm busy.
Is that a no or a yes?
No.
That's a no. Mental, please plug your stuff, brother.
Mental 9R on X, PlayStation, basically everywhere, Xbox and Steam. Caffeine Entertainment, as you see underneath my name there, on YouTube. And yeah, I've been dropping some new videos there. And of course, I'm here with the crew on Fridays and occasionally with Luke on Sundays. Maybe a little less so over the summer, but
Yeah.
That's where you can find me.
Where's the
around,
dog?
Generally speaking, she's right over here.
Yeah, mostly we have you on because we like the
can't see
dog.
her.
So
Is that what
we
it
want
is?
to see the
Oh.
dog. Yeah. We don't actually like you too. There we go. There we go.
She's sitting on the chair
That's a
beside
cute
me,
dog.
so yeah, she's a sweetie.
Yeah.
She's a sweetie.
All
I
right,
got
all
a
right.
dog too, but she's farting in her sleep.
Nice.
I'm dog sitting.
Good times. That's great. Good to know, Cozy. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Sundays we do the gaming log at 2000 hours Central African time. Mondays we have the crossover at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. This is where Ham Solo and K Mega discuss Xbox related stuff. Tuesdays, me and Ham Solo duke it out on a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern. But for this coming week, it's going to be me versus Mr. Matt Likes Games, as we did last Tuesday. All right, Wednesdays we're off on. I will be featuring on the Two Player Podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel called Matt Likes Games. Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know. But Ham's taking a bit of a hiatus, so next Thursday will be an open slot. Fridays is the big hangout with Coined as BullSittin, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, Mental Nine, myself, and a special guest or two to discuss the week's big gaming happenings. And also to find out what Cozy Beluga is willing to eat or drink live on stream. This is at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for tuning in to BullSittin. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, smash the dislike button, because we all know the algorithm does not care. Engagement is engagement. See you guys on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Later.